I'm just so mad. I'm gonna hate buy it. I'm gonna hate buy it.
I'm gonna buy it, but
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
You gotta.
I ain't asking for the world here. I'm just asking for an 8-ball and $2 million.
I'm late, but I'm here.
Hold on, hold on! Her sister was a witch, right? And what was her sister? A princess! The Wicked Witch of the East, bro!
Let's bring up our special guest. A special guest. I cannot fucking talk tonight. Bye. Anyway,
David, for the record, David is our special gay.
Oh, there can only be one. I got it.
I can't believe you took that money from Dan Who to say that.
Grab his dick and twist it!
Oh my god, dude, this is an MMA fight, dude.
You twist that dick!
Twist his dick!
Even though that's the most successful video, you'd think
Uh-oh.
all the tea in the ocean.
Uh-oh.
I swear.
Uh-oh.
All of it's going in the ocean. Kenny, what
Yes.
Superman figure did you pick up this week?
So, here's a good look at my red cyborg Superman. Still don't have for the collection, but
Disappointed!
Kaiju on the left.
Yeah. It's a big
There's not a
kaiju.
thought behind those eyes.
No.
Not a single thought.
Cool party.
Your Boys Got Toys is back. And
babe, Justin just doubled my salary.
Oh shit.
Well, number one. I'm number one.
look, it's not easy to jump from a moving vehicle onto another moving vehicle. Okay,
The side of the truck,
yeah,
you know.
their injuries will happen.
What a piece of junk.
David, this company is the go-to for highly articulated anime figures.
You think Yamaguchi?
David, come on!
David, you were right above the rim. I tossed you the ball and then you swatted it.
David, this company is the go-to for high.
No way. This is poetic. This is poetic AF.
For highly articulated anime figures, such as Dragon Ball. Timer started.
Stage figure arts?
Got it right. Congratulations.
Okay.
You had a whole
Thanks.
year to prepare for that.
Woo! I mean, I've been haunted by that in the intro of the show every.
Flames on the side of my face.
This is a holiday for family.
David, so this isn't my turn, so I'm just gonna bring David. I want you to look at around me. Do you see pictures of my family in this room?
Thank you so much for being my friends.
We're here to toss your salad.
Saturday night and we're live at night.
Yeah.
Saturday night and we're live at 9. It's Saturday night and we're live at 9. You know that means it's justified. Just Justin collects, making the connect. Kubo has 2 strings, don't disrespect. Andrew is a Jedi, but he's seeing the dark side. Down in the basement for the 28th time. Now there's David, Evan, and Smith. 3,000 action figures for the toy sluts and basic bitches. Your boys got toys to bring the noise. Love the imports, but McFarlane he avoids. And counterculture is in the space. Superman for days, like it's a race. Now that's justified. Now justified. Now that's justified.
What was your favorite part about leaving comments?
Saturday night and we're live at 9. Saturday night and we're live at 9. Saturday night and we're live at 9.
Andrew, entertain the chat. Buddy, welcome to episode 91 of Collecting Justified. And if you thought we were going to be on time, well, you're
Wrong.
Yeah. Or if all of us would show.
Oh no, it's just me and Alexa. David dropped out again. David is here with us. Nobody panic, okay? He is here with us.
This was his topic.
This was his topic. No Kenny tonight. We missed last week. And since the last episode of Collecting Justified, I think there's been 3 episodes of the recap, even though we only missed 1 week. So go ahead and math. But Kenny had to take some time off, okay? I think his exact words were, if I stream one more time this week, I'm going to lose my mind. So he'll be back like tomorrow or something. I don't know. He streams on every day but a Wednesday, right, Alexi? So, oh, look, David.
That's right. Kenny is gone, but not forgotten. And tonight we wear our hats backwards in his memory.
Exactly. And I'm wearing my Justified shirt that Kenny made right there in his honor. And also Andrew won't be here as well. He is actually locked in the basement. And that's why we were late. We were trying to jimmy that door and just get it jammed so he couldn't get out. But we're here. David is muted. You're muted, David. There we go.
Okay.
There we go. If nobody is caught up to any of the streams within the past like 2 weeks, StreamYard hates David even more now and will just kick him out throughout the entire stream. And I'm not exactly sure why. It just happens randomly.
I deleted the app and re-downloaded it. And I was waiting in the green room and we were in the pre-show and as soon as the hot dog clip of Wrong played, I kicked out. So I don't know if it was the clip, but I was in for a while. And then
you don't like Tim Robinson? You don't.
I guess
I think you should leave.
StreamYard doesn't with me, and I don't know
how StreamYard feels about David. And just
Don't give a fuck about these ducks.
He's gonna drop out.
Yeah,
just get kicked out of that. So
nope.
Okay.
I think it's like a random effect every time because this time it just muted him.
Oh yeah. Okay, but he's back now. And we're back now, guys. I missed everybody last week. I know there were a lot of streams, right? I did pop in on the Legends and Liquor recap crossover in group 3, kind of near the end, but I missed everybody. I missed streaming. It felt weird not streaming on a Saturday night all day leading up to Saturday night. I was like, I feel like I should be doing some show prep but just nothing, right? And then I saved all tonight's show prep for 5 minutes ago. But yeah, you know how that goes. We're back. It's episode 91. We are going to miss another week in a couple weeks, but it's okay. You'll have us for a few weeks, but we're on that road to episode 100. We're going to have a great time tonight. We're going to talk some toys, and we're going to talk some SDCC exclusives, not just the current exclusives. We're going to take a look back, through the looking glass and look at how good things might have used to been, right? Depending on, your opinion. We're going to take a look at where the exclusives might be going and have a good conversation about that. Is it really lacking, or are we just some spoiled brats? Maybe a little bit of both. Who knows? But guys, before we get into any of that, let's knock out this housekeeping. Let's say hi to this chat and then knock out some pickups because I have some stuff tonight that I'm excited to show off.
We should. We weren't on last week, so we should all have pickups for.
We should.
This
is Collecting Justified, your favorite Saturday night toy talk, live stream podcast, whatever you want to call it. Just show up at 9:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, ish. Kick off your boots, grab your favorite drink, and let's talk some toys and let's justify this whole collecting hobby, habit, addiction, whatever, tomato. The free Andrew from the Basement Fund is open, and Andrew's not here tonight because he's in the basement, so make of that what you will, okay? Everything is greatly appreciated. Nothing is ever expected or required, but everything is appreciated, like I said before. Speaking of appreciation, we have some wonderful Justified channel members, which is probably the best way to support the channel. You know, you can become a Justified channel member. Super chats are always appreciated, but memberships, you're part of something. You're part of the Justified. You can either be an MVP or just a regular Justified member, you know, but Kenny's not here to, you know, really, you know, throw shade at the regular Justified. All three of us on the screen tonight appreciate everyone equally, and we're going to go through appreciating them right now, starting with Z-Man12Bat. I saw him in the chat earlier, and make sure you catch the Gen Z report as the prequel, you know, the appetizer, if you will, to Collection Justified every Saturday night. Compulsive Collector, who hates that fact. What's up, John? I saw him on the recap yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. It was great to see John and give him shit, like, you know, and I can see him ignoring the fact that I'm giving him shit. And then John Morrissey, my favorite John, right there. David, Evan, and Smith, my favorite David, Evan, and Smith. St. James, Encounter Culture, who's not here with us tonight, R.I.P. Kenny. Bring Toys to Work, Dan Who Reviews, Gregory Trejo, Home Dude, and Mikey Moonboots. Thank you to the MVPs. And then the Justified, who we appreciate just as much. Displayed Once, a.k.a. Rich M. R.I.P. R.I.P. Rich. You know, we're so used to seeing him at least once a week, but he's gone off to greener pastures of not worrying about co-hosting a stream. Kurt K, Christopher Allen, yo boys got toys. Super Turk 5000, Jay's Toy Collection UK's Attic Renovations, Chi-Chi Collection, Jesse Hubbard, Cleva's Multiverse, Zion.collectibles, Drosky 2105, and Marvel Collector UK 4505. Thank you to all the Justified channel members, and we're going to run through the wall of guests right here. If you're wondering if your favorite toy tuber has ever been on this channel, chances are they have. You go pause it and look for them right here as I flip through all three slides. And 2 weeks ago, it's been 2 weeks, but we talked about the collector tax, if you will, the gradual price increase of our toy lines, some of our favorite toy lines, and the McFarlane toy lines. Go back to the last episode, episode 90, if you missed that, and check that one out if you missed it. But this week we are talking SDCC exclusives, right? And look, I had way too much fun on the googly eyes right here, guys. They said it was for the memes. They said this 3-pack was for the memes, so we're gonna make it for the memes. Okay, it should, if it's for the memes, it should include like stick-on googly eyes as an accessory. If they're not in there, you're a fucking coward, Dwight. You hear me? You're a coward for the memes, my ass. But anyway, guys, let's say hi to the chat real quick before we get into pickups. Let me scroll up. I know someone who hasn't been here lately was talking shit earlier in the chat. Look at him right there. Card back, clickbait, SDCC exclusive. We're never good. That is a card back. Nice to see you, my friend. Keanu Leaves is here as well. Hello, all. What's up, Keanu Leaves? Gregory Trail. What up, fellas? A little early, very early, Gregory. But at least I'm not late. I can't imagine what that would feel like. Darth Sinister is here as well. What's up, Darth? David is here dropping the David emojis. Alexi as well with the McFailure emojis, his favorite emoji that's available. And let's see here. Webhead Collects is here. What's up, Webby? What's going on, Justified in chat? Hope everybody is doing good and well. Doing sound, Webby, doing sound. Or is it just sound? You don't say doing sound. It's just sound. Okay. Got the good feeler right. Yeah. Damien Ristori is here as well. Good tidings all. What's up, Damien? Z-Man is here. What's up, Z-Man? Legion X Rick. What's up, Rick? Zion.collectibles. Is everyone in the basement? Yep, but we made it up. We made it up, Zion. It's a lot of stairs, man. It's a lot of steps. I'm gonna have that elevator.
I told you we shouldn't do an escape room right before the show.
We made it out. What's the big deal? Okay, we made it out. Let's see here. Zion.collectibles. Thank you for reminding me for Dan Who and my UK people. Arsenal. There we go. I thought that was California Red Devil for a second, talking shit about football, UK football. Let's see. The webhead. I'm getting my haircut while watching this. Well, don't let them mess it up. Diggs Fix is here. What's up, Diggs? Let's see. Z-Man with the 19-month Justified member chat. MVP. I always awake and ready after my stream to appear on any streams. Z-Man's always on every stream. every single stream. Mike Hex is here as well. What's up, Mike? I feel like I hadn't seen you live in a while. Fanboy Prime. Wow, that escalated quickly. It takes a minute, Prime. It takes just 1 second. Just 1 second. Pock Photos is in the house. What's up, Pock? Pock, I love Pock's kitchen shots on his Instagram. Make sure you keep up with those. He's been doing little Easter eggs back on that back counter, like figures in the background. So I've made it a game just to guess every week, and I haven't missed one yet. Shane Shooter's here as well. What's up, Shane Shooter? Hadn't seen you in a while. And my StreamYard is froze. There we go. I'm back. Okay, guys. So you know what I say every week? You know, we're going to talk toys. We're going to talk our topic, right? But what's the point if we're not appreciating what we've picked up? So let's get into some pickups, shall we?
Oh, look at that. That's nice and shiny. Oh, go figure. Look at this. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Look at that.
Yes.
First thing I do is I say, would you look at this? You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, would you look at this?
Yeah, well.
Would you look at that?
Yeah.
And it didn't kick you, David. It didn't. That clip agrees with you. That clip agrees.
What is
with
this
you,
clip
right?
from? What is that from?
It's just
That's from your pickups.
Yeah, it's from your pickups, David. It's us being very happy with our pickups. So, David, let's start with you, right?
Yes.
What did you pick
before
up
I
this
get
week?
Kicked out for whatever reason again. Okay, so we haven't been here for 2 weeks, but last week I started getting Secret Wars in. So the cool transforming alien symbiote Spider-Man with his little blob of black goo.
That's honestly the only one I really have to have from that wave. I really like that one. Yeah.
Classic Falcon should be a must on everyone's list.
I'm being picky, David. I'm being picky. It's a nice deep V, though.
It really
nice
is. This is really like the gayest costume I think I've ever seen in comic.
We're here to toss your salad.
Like the arms, the guns are out.
Wow. So if you're a good dresser, suddenly you're gay. Okay.
I mean, history tells us nothing.
I may not know my flowers, but I know a bitch when I see one.
Amen. Love the clips. Love the clips. We have this guy with his tendrils.
God. So those aren't bendy wire at all, right? They're just hard
They're
plastic.
the same Omega Red tendrils.
That's a miss,
but
man.
they look dynamic, and the figure looks great. Only strange thing is we have turning at the wrist cuff, which we typically don't get on a Vulcan body, but we have no actual wrist articulation. They are all one piece.
It's because of how far down that piece goes.
I think the coil has to plug into that port, and so the wrist joint needed to be eliminated to fit all that in there. But it's 20.
Have you popped it off? Have you popped it off to see what the connection is?
No. You're talking about at the glove cuff?
Yeah. Just break it right here.
Yeah, it twists, so it's got to be like a little curl, like a normal peg, you know. But
it does what, David?
What?
It does what? It twists.
Grab his dick and twist it! Oh my god, dude, this is an MMA fight, dude! Too much. Twist that dick! Twist his dick! Twist his dick! Oh my god. Oh, dick twist!
Couldn't twister.
The old he can do it. He
can do the old dick.
Do the old dick twist. Bam.
That's how they beat Cap.
Yep. That's how do you defeat Captain America? The old dick twist. Also got X-97 Archangel. So
He's not holding the gun, David. It's inaccurate.
I still have zero evidence that he really holds that gun in the show. So until
that's his iconic weapon.
Yeah,
the firearm.
Comics.
No. But yeah, excited for this guy.
Looks
really
good.
Cool. I wish he came with some of those little flechettes or like those arrows.
The blades that the X-Force shoots.
Yeah.
Oh my god, David, don't be upset.
Same.
but different. But still same.
As far as David,
David, that's a drama queen, David.
What the
Didn't you
hell?
do the accessory you want, so you leave?
I wasn't done with my pickups though.
I didn't even hit a button that time until after you left. So
Jesus Christ. So
Okay.
I'm back.
It's okay, David.
It's
It's all right. Well, let's do a count. Let's do a count every time David gets kicked out and see how.
We're at 2, right? We're at
If
2,
we're at
right?
2.
Yeah.
Yeah. We are at 2. We've got 2.
I'm so waiting for that. Yes.
I did pick up the movie He-Man. So
Everyone
this
is getting
the
these.
action figure gay bar. Pretty good.
What was your reasoning, David? Are you a He-Man fan, or is it just for the gay bar, or did you want to see what Mattel's doing? And
A little bit of both. I'm not really a He-Man fan. Like the cartoon completely missed me. I was trying to explain this to my roommate. Like I was not of the era of watching the He-Man cartoon, and so ideally it's just for the gay bar, but it's also to see what a recent Mattel like articulation is. It's pretty smooth. It is pinless.
Yeah,
it's decently scaled to Marvel Legends. So He-Man to Falcon.
He-Man's supposed to be
for
big.
that Mattel
Yeah.
line.
And the vest is technically removable. Like there's 2 little pegs on the back that you can undo to take off the little vest. So I'm not going to do that, but it's good. Comes with 2 different hands, 4 hands total, but like 2 gripping and 2 fists. So
that's all
and then
He-Man
they go on like a McFarlane hands. Unlike
Just the sword for accessories?
yeah, just the sword and the removable harness.
And what was the price point?
20. I think it was $24.99.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in total, just the pegging, harness, and the sword. That's all he comes with? That's what you said.
Correct.
The pegs in the back.
Pegging action.
Correct.
Yeah.
True pegging action. I actually don't like with the lights, my ring light on the sword, you can kind of see the edges, like light shining through them. So I don't know. But it's good. I mean, likeness is pretty good too.
Yeah, that's a good head sculpt.
Yeah.
So there's that. Also, a hot dog cart makes me want a hot dog real bad.
I was so jealous when you posted that, David, because I hadn't seen that anywhere. That was the first time I'd seen it. You posted it, and then John posted it. I was like,
So am I really the first to find this in a store? Like this must be a recent thing.
Yeah. I think so.
Are you finding these at the discount stores, or was this like at Target or something?
It's Five Below. Typically
Five
Five Below. Yeah.
These
We
have
don't have that here.
been popping up at Walgreens too, David.
Really?
Yeah, it was a couple older ones at my Walgreens.
I don't even think I have a Walgreens near me anymore.
We have like 60. Yes.
But I was searching Five Below for something I saw in Robo's video. Shout out Robo, who's been a guest on the stream here.
Right.
He was doing a review recently of the Jada, Fred Flintstone, and Barney Rubble figures. And in that, he showed off some Funko minis of Pebbles and Bam Bam that scale pretty perfectly with those. So I was able to find both.
Yeah.
So
And
now
they
I'm
don't
ready
have-
and prepped to get my Jada Flintstones figures.
Those are the best type of little Funko non-moving figures that they do because they don't have the dead black eyes. It's regular eyes. They can go with anything.
Yeah.
I just read that Jada is doing all the Flintstones roster and all of the Jetsons roster before they do Scooby-Doo.
Twice. 2 different colorways.
Yeah.
Disrespectful. I mean, hopefully, I was encouraged to see Robo's review that they're coming soon. You know? And you guys watched the review yet?
No, I haven't had time to yet.
Check it out. They look really, really great. Really awesome. So that's,
I'm gonna have to
that's
get
on
them
my pickups.
eventually. Nice, David. Before we go to Alexi, let's catch up with the chat real quick because a couple more people did pop in. I want to make sure. Take a second to say hi. Let's see here to Fanboy Prime. It's America's Dick. I'm grabbing this to you. The Real Comrade's here as well. Yeet. What's up, comrade? Guys, I did a toy room tour, and that's going to premiere tomorrow on the Grown Men Toys YouTube channel. I was getting pissed off. So I have a gimbal that I use for a lot of my shorts or like little short videos I do around and everything, because I kind of have shaky hands, you know. But I charged it, and then when I hopped on for the toy room tour to walk around the toy room, what you would need the gimbal for, because it balances it, it wouldn't freaking switch modes, so I had to just toss it to the side. And then Monday, I went to record something, and I turned it on, and it worked perfect. I was like, "You piece of shit! You piece of shit!" Me and technology do not get along. Me and technology definitely do not get along. But yeah, head over to the Grown Men Toys. I'll be posting about it. I'll post a link when it goes, when it premieres, goes live, or all that good stuff as well. Mint with Card is here. Always join at the right time. Pegging, harness, and sword. Now you're talking. You know it. You know it. All right, Alexi. Now I know we're in the middle of a move, right? We're packing up a lot of stuff, but I also know you have some stuff coming in. So what you got to show off today?
I do. I'm going to show off a couple of things that are right in front of me. I have a piece of trash here. This is McFarlane bat suit, or no, it's Iron Bat armor. I don't even remember what this. Oh, Justice Buster, maybe. I genuinely can't remember the name of it right now. And then I have it out because Captain America has been fighting him. I'm playing around with it. And then I also have this actually kind of sought after set. This is the older version of the Daily Bugle because I'm breaking it down and packing it. I will not be dropping it. Our cats already play with anything left out. So if we have a bunch of Lego left out, and then of course like a facade for the, you know what it's called, Sanctor.
Yeah.
And then for actual pickups, I finally got my in-art Catwoman shipped from Bombusty. So I'm really excited to get that in. Unfortunately, I already packed up the Dark Knight figure, but you best believe when that Catwoman comes in, I will be opening it up and playing with it.
Nice. You gonna leave
her out? Iceman? Sorry.
No.
I haven't ordered Iceman. You know, the thing with Mafex, like a couple weeks ago when I was talking about my 3 new pickups, Rogue, Jubilee, and Robin, it's crazy that in the past, you would have had to get the pre-order or be screwed. And now when they release, they're everywhere because they're so expensive to like ship over from Japan or, you know, just in general for the figure, it's kind of pricey. So I haven't pre-ordered any of those, but I definitely will be picking up that Iceman.
Okay. Send me all the ice effects when you get
it.
Yeah, definitely.
Simple, right? All right. Anything else, Alexi?
That's it.
That's it. All right. Let's see here. I have some pickups today. So
what?
I'm very excited about this one, guys. Something that's been coming for a long time, right? I've really needed. And look at that.
Is that a ring light?
That's a ring light. A non-broken ring light, guys.
To replace the one that's reflecting in that box. Like turn your box a little more.
Yeah, we can see it.
Yeah.
That one's a good ring light. Wait, there's another.
That looks like a full ring, though. Is that yours, David?
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Oh.
There's
your partial ring light.
During my toy room tour, the Grown Ass Men Toys did point out my broken ring light. They called it something. I don't remember what all they called it. They were calling it several things. So basically saying it was pretty.
Now you don't need to be bullied on the internet over your broken.
More like a stink light.
That one's not retiring. I'm still going to use it for something. Okay, it still works. It's still going to be used. But now,
what a dad! It still works. It still turns on.
Yeah, it still works.
Just hit it with some WD-40.
These have been like $40 at Walmart, and we went to Ross today, $12.99. So.
Oh, they have that stuff at Ross?
Yeah, man.
Hell yeah! I'm gonna have to shop for a mic over there.
Yeah. Speaking of Ross, I also picked up. Here we go. Some weep shit. I have several Bulbasaurs, right? But I needed a Cubone. You know, gotta have a bone, right, David?
There's a cream.
And $3.99 at Ross. So there we go. And staying on the weep shit, this has been really hard to find. Just came out. Pinsir original 151, and our first time getting like a full-on figure for it. He's really big though. He's almost the size of my blocky Snorlax. I don't think he's supposed to be that big. That's what she's saying.
No.
So,
he's hard to fight in the game too.
Yeah. Yep. but I'm excited about that. I'm not going to open these yet because I think I'm going to work on a Pokemon video about the different lines, price points, lines, and how to collect Pokemon. Since I do have a big Pokemon audience, I've gained a lot of subscribers from my Pokemon collection shorts. So maybe I should give them some type of video. And the review of the Blocky's Charizard is like my best regular video on YouTube too. So maybe some Pokemon
When you
content.
did the review with Grown Ass Men Toys over at the Grown Ass Men Toys channel, check it out. What did they say about your Pokemon stuff? Did any of them know about Pokemon?
They did. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They were impressed by it. A lot of them didn't know there were that many Pokemon toys. I was like, yeah, because they're hard to find usually. But yeah, and it just kind of kept going with the shelves. Like, that's a lot of Pokemon. Down to the next shelf. Oh, that's a lot of Pokemon. Down to the next shelf. Oh, that's a lot of Pokemon. Yeah.
Does this guy have a problem?
Chat, what? And keeping up with the weeb shit, right? I got the games begin. Super Saiyan Goku from the Cell Saga. I wasn't gonna get this originally, but it is on the 3.0 buck, so it's a new body. It looks really good, and it was on deep discount on Amazon.
Nice.
And I know some people have had like quality issues, so I'm hoping I don't run into any of those. But I had to get it, and I'm getting the new Vegeta too because that one looks really, really good. So if you get one,
Super Saiyan 3 or the regulars?
It's the Android Saga, like the updated Android.
Oh,
Saga
okay.
Vegeta. Yeah, so he's a little shorter, a little more accurate, and better face sculpts too. And David, I was super jealous of your hot dog stand.
Oh.
But we went to Ross and Five Below today, and they had like 4 or 5 of these on the shelf. My Ross is so weird about when they get these in because there's
Your
other
Ross or
ones.
Five Below.
Oh yeah, Five Below. Sorry.
Oh, I was
Five
like,
Below.
Ross gets that too. What is RossCon doing this year?
Because there's other ones like the shower set. I had to order that one off Five Below's website because mine never got it. But they actually had this one, which I was surprised. This was the only reason I went to Five Below today, and they had it. So that never happens. I'm excited. I've been saying they needed to do this. They had the dang barista cart, and all that. A hot dog cart. You got to do it.
Wasn't there a hot dog vendor leaked from a Lego set for the Spider-Man movie?
Yep.
So there must be an important hot dog vendor scene coming up in Brand New Day.
Yeah,
we're prepared.
It's got to go on the Spider-Man shelf, right? Right there.
Well, is it going to go on your Super Musk?
Ooh, I don't think there's space right now. If I take the fruit stand down, I could probably find space for it, right? Yeah.
And I'm sending you a dumpster. Remember, you're supposed.
I've got space set aside for that.
More McFarlane?
More? No, guys. We have a $9.99 super chat from Encounter Culture himself, Kenny.
What?
I'm camping. Don't bother me.
Kenny has money.
Damn it, Kenny. Damn it. No.
I ain't asking for the world here. I'm just asking for an 8-ball and $2 million.
He took the 8-ball camping with him.
He did. Thank you so much, Kenny. And we miss you. Okay. Story. Looking forward to your tour. Yeah, I needed to do an updated room tour anyway, but I promised the Grown Ass Men Toys one, so I've been holding off on my own. So now I'm going to wait until I update it a little more after the one they have goes up, and in probably like a month or two, I'll do mine once I have like a couple other displays because I've been working on some stuff. Okay, and I might show that off actually here in a minute. Give me 1 second, guys. Hey, entertain the chat real quick, okay?
Crickets.
So Damien Reestry also says, "Happy camping, Kenny. Look out for Jason Voorhees." I think Kenny likes horror movies, so he might actually be into it. Don't forget, it's 10 Paces to the Outhouse by Willie Make It. Zion Collectibles. What? I need to go to Ross for the Pokemon. Dude, Zion, our Rosses suck here in the Bay. Like, I've been there, and every single time I walk in and I'm like, why did I even come here? I lost so much money in gas just coming here. And then Zion also got the Vegeta from Entertainment Earth. I don't know. Kenny seems kind of rugged. He's a veteran, so I feel like he could go
Just
without.
he
like,
owns a
playing.
flannel shirt does not mean that he is right.
Haven't you seen this old shelf? He's probably building a shelter right now.
No. Just speaking of Ross, like I don't have Ross typically in my area, but there was a Old Navy that closed down near where I lived, and I walked by, and through the window I could see like a folding table with like redesigned plans like laid out on it, and it was a Ross on like on the marquee for where my Old Navy used to be. So apparently I'm getting a Ross. So
and that's you're in Brooklyn, right?
Queens.
Okay. Nice. And they have do they have like, was that their only Old Navy? We used to have one in downtown SF, but I think that one closed too.
No, there was an Old Navy that I opened as one of the managers, like 5 blocks from where I live. But then this Old Navy I'm talking about was like in the other direction towards Manhattan, but still walking distance from where I lived. And then I work at the one in Jamaica, Queens. Shout out Jamaica, Queens. So there's a few Old Navies in my borough.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm excited to get a Ross though, because I really just have to like live vicariously through everybody else.
In your rounds, when you're doing your like shopping rounds, do you stop at the Toys R Us little like pop-ups inside the Macy's?
I do, but they're shrinking them. Like they're like half the size they used to be. So they really don't have anything.
They'll probably get big again around holidays.
We might, but I don't know. It's kind of disappointing to go there. Like they just have nothing but like old 3.75 Simpson figures and like discounted like
always Eternals
trash. You know?
Yeah, Eternals. Not even the Legends Eternals, the Titan Hero Eternals. But yeah, so this was my favorite pickup over these past couple weeks, guys. I worked on this display, and I told you guys about it, that I was going to do it, and I'm very happy with how it turned out. David, look, I made use of the Batman 66 wall with that sticker that you and Kurt K hooked me up with.
Yeah. So I'm sorry, but the fact that you don't use it for anything Batman 66 related makes it feel like it's a waste of a display. So I'm going to need you to send me that, and you can buy a normal one with the regular old sticker and use that trash in your display, because
it's a multiverse display, David. Okay, it's a multiverse display.
Can you put one 66 figure in there then? Just one?
It's paying homage. Okay. Send me your Joker, and I'll put him in it. Okay.
I'm not going to do that. It will die with me. It will get buried with me in the coffin. So that's not going to happen. But I am glad that you've made use of it instead of just, I don't know where it was.
It was just sitting on. It was sitting on this storage shelf next to my computer desk, gathering dust. So I wanted to make use of it, and I wanted to do like how it has its brick layout that goes in front of the brick sheets I have on the cardboard here. It makes it look like it's dilapidated a little bit, right? Like that one brick wall is kind of gone and the exterior brick wall is showing. So you can tell it's like an old storage room that nobody ever goes into.
So there was a brick wall and then they built another brick wall in front of it.
Well, it's exterior and then the interior, right?
Okay. Yeah. A little bit. Pretty standard.
Yeah. Yeah.
In New York.
But and since then I have gone in and added a few more Easter eggs. I have like a little rubber ducky I put on the shelf back there. I had some like rubies and like diamonds that came with a Savage Crucible figure that I added in with the gold and the poker chips and the money and on the table. I love this display. I like it even more than I thought I was going to. And
yeah,
I've
got a little bit of a problem. I just want to keep expanding now. So
you should do
really good though.
Would that whole row of the thing become the diner expansion?
Yeah, maybe. That's what I'm kind of thinking.
And then they could be playing cards in the back room.
Yeah. I really, really like it. So many Easter eggs back there. I don't know if you notice in the final shot, it's on there, but I did cover the penguin picture with the dogs playing poker. Back there. When it goes in. Yeah, it's there.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's back there. So I had to include that too.
I'm sorry, you could do a true kitchen as another cube across from
One to have running water in there.
You know, yeah,
and maybe a bathroom, right? Maybe a bathroom.
I
Prime has
guess.
that
blowing up the bathroom.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's endless possibilities, right? It's endless possibilities.
Yeah.
As more of the Mezco Batman animated series figures coming out, like I can't take that Joker out of this display though. I can't.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Gotta get enough. Love that Joker.
I love it, man. But yeah,
I really love what you did with it. The expressive poses of the figures is really what sells it, because it's clear that Joker's cheating and Doom knows it. And what's his name? Cobra Commander is like barely catching on. Skeletor doesn't even know what his hand is. And then of course, like Megatron's like counting cards from the outside. So it all works really, really well.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun with it, man. And it made like use of like this Doom I had just sitting to the side somewhere because I don't have a Secret Wars display. And I was just waiting for something to do with them because my retro carded Doom's fighting the Fantastic Four, and I didn't have anywhere for this one to go. Right.
But it's also good because he has no cape, so he can sit in the chair, and you can tell easily what he is from behind. You can tell who he is, you know, just from behind without. Yeah. So it's like a good placeholder to like have that chair being used, and like you still know who it is. So good stuff.
Yeah. And even if it had a cape that he could sit down on, it would still be blocking the view of like the outside of the cube, you know? Like because it's too bulky.
That was probably the hardest part, was when I got the poker table in there and was arranging where they all were going to be. I knew Joker was going to be standing up out of his chair, right? Like rubbing it in everyone's face, like with the very like expressive laugh. I knew I wanted to do that, but then it was like trying to constantly turn everything and get it just right without stuff falling over and knocking off like everything I had like in the back right there with that shelf.
Do you have a little rat to like run around in the back room? Like a tiny little rat toy?
I have some Savage
No, he's just gonna put Splinter back there.
That came with the dungeon sets. So I could put one. Yeah. Good idea, David. And you can't see it here, but the Joker Dynamite with Joker's face on it that come with the Mezco Joker is like under the table.
Oh, nice.
Just in case.
Just in case. Yeah. There wasn't really a way to do this short and like kind of get that right angle to get it, but it's there for me. It's there for me. But yeah, enough of stroking my own ego. I love that display. So I just had to be able to talk about it. Those
are the most fun things to do. I love the shopping mall displays and the action figure gay bar. Like those things are what no one else is going to have in their collection. So like, those should be the things that you celebrate and like keep revisiting and going back to all the time to like refresh and like throw a new character in there and throw a new little Easter egg in there. And you know, like it will always evolve, but that's what's unique about your collection versus everyone else's. You know?
Exactly. The guys over at Grown Ass Men Toys were asking like, oh, like what do you do with your figures besides display them? And I told them like, I don't really do photography that much anymore. Like, oh, so you don't really do any poses or anything? And then I got to like the diner display. They're like, oh, never mind. Never mind. We see. Disavowed's here. What's up, Tim? Did I hear Ross? That's the Ross King right there. All right. One waffle. What? I don't. David, help me out here.
Manchester, I have no idea.
1973. Okay.
Is
I think he's quoting something. I think they're quoting something, but I don't know what it is. It's lost on me.
Maybe it's a British sports thing. He's Manchester United, so maybe it's scoring thing.
Thank you for being here, though.
Cricket.
But
thank you for being
I'm a homosexual. I don't know sports.
Bearded Builds is here. What it do, baby? What's up, Bearded? Zion saying, I once bought Pokemon figs at Macy's, Toys R Us, waiting behind people buying nice silk shirts and fancy clothes. There I am with my Pokemon. Yep, every day, man. Hey, own it.
But also, I feel like the Macy's doesn't do like normal pricing. Like they're like that still like ridiculously inflated pricing, and like even like Super 7 Robin Hood characters are clearance, but they're still like $40 and change as clearance price.
Like Walmart clearance.
stop,
Yeah.
Macy's. Like, you don't know what you're doing. You're
Stop,
drunk.
Macy's.
Go home.
Go to bed.
Yeah.
It's a penny off. Okay. All right, guys. So without further ado, as Lexi walks away, let's get into our main topic, right?
Time
So
for the main topic. Alexi, you're out.
And now David's going to drop out when I bring the slide up. So David, you had the idea to talk the SDCC exclusives, right?
Mm-hmm.
With the release of what this year's are going to be. And there's it's never going to be for everybody, right? There's always going to be some people that love it, some people that hate it. This one, I've got my own opinions for this.
Well, and we've spoken about this on the recap, but we haven't heard your opinion about these.
Oh, okay.
So
why
don't you start, Justin, and you tell us what you think about the sets.
All right. First of all,
what you think about this?
What's up, RG? Thanks for being here, bud.
Hey.
So I don't give a crap about this whole Spider-Man show, right? It's before my time.
Good night, everyone.
Right? I'm all in on like X-Men animated series. I say all in, not 100% in, but I'll take an updated Professor Xavier. The one in the hover chair that we have is fine, but it's not animated accurate, and that Professor X is outdated. So I love this Professor X. However, this is not a SDCC. This doesn't strike me as SDCC exclusive.
Yeah.
This is a great release, but a miss as an exclusive. An exclusive should be something that wouldn't necessarily get released otherwise. So it gives them an excuse to release it, right? Because you're going to release it in most likely a shorter print, right? So it's less of a gamble from their end. And it's like, oh, not everybody can get it, or they'll have a chance, but it'll be harder. But that doesn't necessarily matter because it's not going to appeal to as many people. Where this should be on main shelves everywhere. Professor X is going to sell. X-Men, it's going to sell. This is the, you say Cyclops is leader. Professor X is, there are no X-Men without Professor X. Everyone has to have a Professor X in their X-Men display. So I don't get why this is, if you release this Professor X later at retail without the hover chair, just on a retro card, I swear to God, Hasbro. I swear to God.
On the side of my face.
I fucking swear. Don't you do it. Don't you fucking do it. I feel like this is going to be released later. Hopefully they make enough of these for it to be up on Hasbro Pulse for everybody. But then that contradicts the reason of having it as an exclusive, no?
Right.
So why? Why? It's dumb. It's dumb. This could have gone to something else less mainstream that other people might want.
Yeah, I agree. I felt like, I think I said this on the recap, but I was like, this could have been an Amazon exclusive. This could have been a Hasbro Pulse exclusive. It could have been a both exclusive. And like, I think of like the Mojo World box sets. They released Mojo separately, and it somehow came out, I think, before the SDCC exclusive version. But
it was supposed to be after.
Like, it was different. It was a different color of the SDCC Mojo, but it didn't have Long Shot. But you got Long Shot on a retro card, and you didn't have Dazzler, but she had previously been on a retro card. So like, there are still exclusive parts to that set of Mojo, but you could still get all those pieces for the most part outside of it. But then this, like, right, to your point, what would be the point of it being an SDCC exclusive if they just re-release it through other channels later? And if they did this on a retro card without the hover chair, I would lose my mind as well. Like, the whole point is the hover chair in this design. So would they do it in a gold instead of a yellow?
What if they did faceplates instead of heads? You'd like that, right?
No.
What could they take out, David? That you can't take out the stand. You can take out the effect piece that plugs into his back.
The little blasters from the
the blasters, and that would be it. Maybe the Cerebro helmet.
What
but
if
that doesn't
they-
make any sense because he needs that.
What if they do him in a different outfit in his Savage Land or his like active wear instead of his suit?
We just got that on the retro card. So like,
so they'll definitely do it.
Yeah.
Like, what would they do? A different shade of green on the jumpsuit? Like,
Maybe. Oh, they'll actually button it up this time. Shout out Z-Man.
Yeah, like Z-Man.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Or no, was it Lorenz or Z-Man?
I think wasn't it Z-Man?
Z-Man wanted the jacket button to be accurate.
I always assume Lorenz wants something outrageous. That's why.
Yeah, that's what it is. But yeah, so that being said, I'm gonna buy it because I have to.
I mean, yeah, me too.
Yeah. So the other exclusive, I have a complete opposite. Like, I don't care about it. It doesn't appeal to me. I'm not gonna get it. I don't need it. However, this is what an SDCC exclusive, not necessarily SDCC. This is how you do an exclusive, right? Something that not everybody is going to want. It's very niche. This makes sense as an exclusive. Some people are angry about it because they don't want it. And okay, then yeah, I understand. But this is the point of exclusives because not everybody will want it. And it's not clogging up shelves. And they didn't make 200,000 of them, right? It's maybe just 2,000 or I don't know the numbers. So this makes sense as an exclusive. That being said, I don't care about it. I don't need it. So I'm happy. I don't need it. Thank you for saving me money, Hasbro. So yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. One that I think makes sense as an exclusive that I don't want. The other one makes zero sense as an exclusive that I do want.
You do want. So. I think the only thing, and this is a new thought that I had about the Spider-Man set, but like I think the only thing missing from that would be alternate heads that you could use on like the Rhino figure and the other guy from the meme to make it like Me and the Boys meme.
Green Goblin.
Yeah, Green
so they
Goblin.
Don't have to make a whole Rhino. Yeah.
You know, like just do the cartoony version of the head that can plug on to the Rhino you have, so that you could create the meme without like needing to do all of the figures in that design. Yeah, it was Green Goblin, Electro, Vulture, and Rhino.
And Rhino, yeah.
So like Vulture, the Lizard was not in that meme, but like Vulture would be, because they did that kind of helmet that he wore in the meme on a figure's head already, but they could make the face cartoonier, you know?
Yeah.
So.
Mint with card, but one can never have too many Spider-Man, right? Yeah, this goes perfect on your Spider-Verse display.
Yeah.
It's weird that they're doing the pointing meme with this one, right? But it only comes with one Spider-Man.
But it comes with two pointing hands. Both hands.
Okay. So and you can use any other Spider-Man. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
If you bought two of this, you could do one of them with both pointing hands. And then the other set, you could use one of each of those hands on two other Spider-Man figures, but you'd still have to buy two sets in order to be able to do that.
But honestly, if you did do that, you could probably make your money back just selling the extra Lizard and Electro.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
So
at least your money back off the second one.
It's nice to have the option, you know, like if it's not for me either, like I'm not buying that set, but like it's nice for those that feel connected to either the series or the meme.
Yeah. So. You do you, everybody. You do you. Right. It's not hurting me because it's not taking the place of any general release, right? On the shelf. It's an exclusive, and this is what exclusives should be. And I don't need it. So I don't care. I know you guys both gave your full opinions on the recap on this, but for the audience here that might not have seen the recap, which if you're not watching the recap, make sure you are every Thursday on Encounter Culture. Okay.
If you're not watching the recap, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, what's wrong with you? Okay. Shout out Kenny. David, what are your opinions on these two?
Well, I kind of mostly covered it, but like, yeah, I don't need the Spider-Man set. It's the cartoon. The only thing I know about the cartoon is the memes, so it's not that serious for me. Happy for anybody that wants it. Go ahead and enjoy. It seems like logical reuse of what they used. To make these figures. The lizard heads are wild again, but more power to them. And then Xavier, it does not make any sense to me to be an exclusive. Like X-Men 97, everything sells. I would rather, if they're going to do an X-Men 97 release in an SDCC lens, just something a little more niche to X-Men 97 than this. Like
you could have done alt looks, like alt costumes,
some kind of other costume design, or a Sunspot powered up version with a Jubilee in her 1.0 look. You know, like something that you could use to complement your collection, but it's not essential, and you have other ways to like have them in your collection. You know, like this is just so central to the team and necessary and a good upgrade to a suited body. This pin,
it's really good.
You know, and the power effect is a good reuse. Like the chair is great. Yes, I would have taken the entire rest of the basketball team as an exclusive. That would have been perfect. Pregnant Jean in the referee costume. Come on.
Thank you, Anita Manny Fresh. Also, that's a new name around here. I don't believe I've seen you in the chat before. Thank you for being here.
Thank you. Yeah, and valid. So valid. Like the whole basketball team, that's niche enough, but they already started it with Rogue and Gambit. So like, why not finish it out as an SDCC? And if people that hated Rogue and Gambit don't buy it, then cool. And people that want the whole basketball team buy it. And like, you don't.
And they're already reusing the Hasbro All-Star like athlete bodies. So just reuse the pregnant Steph Curry for Jean and put a new head on it.
Exactly. Yeah, but like you don't have to produce a crap ton of pregnant referee bodies. You know, you just do a limited amount for SDCC. Like that would have been that's a great shout. That would have been my ideal SDCC version, considering what they've done with that line so far. So yeah, it's strange. I'm gonna go out of my way to get this Xavier.
You have to.
Yeah. It's frustrating that they made that exclusive.
Yeah.
There's nothing that I can say that hasn't already been said before. And of course, the chat brought in some good points, and I completely agree with the points that the two of you have made. So I'd like to answer in the form of preloaded clips. And with that, I'll say, let me get I don't give a F about these ducks, and never leave the cave without it, please.
I don't give a F about these ducks.
And that's for the 3-pack.
That's for the 3-pack. And sorry, I've got to scroll all the way down. I never use the other clip anymore. Can he delete it? Kenny didn't delete it. Oh, here.
No,
never leave the cave without it.
And that'll be for the Professor X.
There we go. All right. So now we're going to get into some older. We're going to travel back in time about a year at a time, right, David? So, David, you're going to be, the main information when it comes to these, okay? Because I don't think I've really gone in on any of these exclusives. I just haven't needed them. I'm not a Marvel Legends completionist, and I got into the game a little late, probably like 2018, 2019.
I was going to ask, Justin, like you started Legends more recently, like you haven't been in since the beginning.
No, I have not.
So some of these are before you were collecting Legends, right?
Yep. And the ones that have been during is just like, oh, I can pass on it. Like I need to catch up on this other stuff instead. But so looking back, so what year was this, David?
I believe it was 2020. And chat can correct me if I'm wrong, because I did not do the research of the years that these sets were out. But I was thinking about these SDCC reveals that we just had, and I'm like, SDCC exclusives used to have a grandeur about them and a very like elite limited edition, like super deluxe packaging, offering you really niche characters or really niche storylines represented. And there's a little bit of grandeur that's been lost over the years, and it doesn't feel like this is the only chance you're ever going to get these toys, and like you've got to get it. You've got to wait online. You've got to buy a ticket to fly out to San Diego. Like there used to be that. And this wasn't even that. This Hellfire Club set was not even that. But this was like, I feel like one of the more recent ones that was an attractive set, because the male Hellfire body, this was, I think, the first time that this was released. And also the female, the White Queen and Black Queen body, this was the only time I think that they've used this.
Yeah. The bustier.
Yeah, because the new one we got for X-Men 97 is a different sculpt. So like,
the Emma Frost is really expensive on the aftermarket, right? Like,
I believe
really Legion X just said in the chat that Hellfire set goes for bank.
Yeah, and it's not even great anymore by today's standards because these are still pinned figures.
They're outdated, yeah.
Yeah, so like I would take updates to this, but this is the only place that you would get these bodies. You did get the Mastermind figure later in a Wolverine set. That's this male body in a different color scheme. But other than that, like none of these figures are available outside of this set. This is the only place you get a Selene figure head for the Black Queen. They've kind of repurposed the cape from Jean as Lilandra's cape. But other than that,
yeah, I see it.
Yeah. Other than that, this is exclusive to this. The Emma cape obviously is available on the new Emma Frost and stuff like that. But like all of this stuff is pretty exclusive to this set. So if you love the Hellfire Club, and they're ingrained in the history of X-Men going back to the 70s. So this is an important set to get. And the deluxe box that they had with all of this, like these portraits and the fold out backdrop of like a drawing room in the Hellfire Club, like it was grand. It felt grand. It felt special. And yeah, so I think this was one of the most recent really good sets from SDCC.
When I think about SDC exclusives and like the good ones, this is where my mind goes back to when I think of like, oh, what was the last good exclusive we had? It is this set. And I got lucky because I didn't want the Hellfire Club. I don't have the Hellfire Goons or the Hanks. So when this set came out, I was like, wow, this is actually very impressive. Luckily, I don't want to get a Hellfire display going. But like you said, David, this is in an era where they put a lot of work into the package design, into like the aesthetic, the deco. And because the figures are outdated, this would stand as just a nice shelf piece if you have the space for like an in-box collect, which is a dirty word around here. And then of course, like the Reavers, I forgot his name.
Donald Pierce?
Donald Pierce, yeah. So when I downsized a lot of my displays, I kept the Reavers because I have that whole team, including Lady Deathstrike and then the Bonebreaker Bath, which is incredible. You can put the Reese head on a Joe body if you want to do that. So and I got the 5-pack member Pretty Boy. So I have a full Reaver set except for Donald Pierce because we haven't gotten him except for in this set. And he's already an outdated figure. And even when he was indated, it's not a very good figure articulation-wise, and it doesn't represent Donald Pierce's bionic features very well. So I would love to get a new Donald Pierce, but as an exclusive, this was a really great set, before we outdated the females.
To your point, this wasn't even the look he wore when he was with the Reavers. So you do stand a chance to get a Donald Pierce in that look, but you'd probably still not get this one because this is still would be exclusive to the set. Also, to point out, Harry Leland is like the other main Hellfire member that is still not
the hefty guy
done. Yeah, the bigger guy that has like gravity powers.
Yeah.
So a lot of people still clamor for him to kind of complete this group. And I would still take a Harry Leland figure anyway, but like it's kind of feels like a missed opportunity that he wasn't in this because how often, like, what is the likelihood they would go and revisit him out of all the characters that they could do?
Yeah. And you'll run into the problem of the Serpent Society where the modern figures to complete the team are all newer bucks or like pinless, and then it just wouldn't really jive with this. From a production standpoint, it was easy for them to produce this because it's just 2 bodies that they recolored for 2 different characters each. So they put out a 2-pack, but we're paying for a 4-pack.
Exactly.
Speaking of which, what was the price on this when it came out?
I want to say it was like
I can check.
85. Yeah, Alexa, you're going to be our man in the chair with the Google research. But I think it was like $85 or so, like originally.
Okay.
I don't think it hit 100 because this was still back when like figures were $19.99.
Yeah, so you're paying for the packaging and the exclusivity of it all. And
$80, $79.99, and it was 2020.
That's why 2020. I thought so because it was not. It was like sent from Pulse. Like there wasn't a con that year because of the pandemic. So it was. I think it shipped in like August, and Like you could order it during San Diego time, but it shipped in August. And again, this was something that they would send copies of out as replacements for other damaged like stuff you'd send back to Hasbro.
Mhm.
Like they didn't have that thing anymore, but they sent you a Hellfire Club set. So like,
yeah,
you know, so like some people lucked out by getting this as, you know,
for just $20 though today you can get the box. If you want, if you wanted the whole set, you're looking at between $200 and $300.
That was my guess, was 300.
That's quite the inflation from $80 to 300. That's crazy.
And I'm not even clicking the links to see what shipping is. That's just before shipping.
I do want to go to Art G's question on this year's SDCC exclusives. Alexa, you answered him in the chat about the 3-pack that was confirmed at 85.
Mm-hmm.
What would we guess the Professor X is going to be?
50. I would say 50, 55. Like, I think 50 is logical for the chair and the figure, but then SDCC exclusivity tax, I would say, is 55 to 60.
I was going to say $59.99, so that's $60 price, because they know this is what people are going to be wanting, right?
But but that's also crazy that you're paying 85 for the Spider-Man set when Hellfire Club in its time was 80. You know?
Did I get it right? I did. It's $49.99.
It's 50 for Xavier?
Yeah, 40. That's from marvelousnews.com.
Oh, nice. Okay, good. Okay. Saving $10. What I was expecting. Okay. They really could have. No, I'm not advocating for higher prices.
Boy, you could have raked me over the coals.
I was just guessing worst case scenario, right?
Yeah.
Because that's honestly what it's been here lately.
Yeah.
Right? So 50, would I rather it be 40? Yeah. But 50 is not as bad as I was expecting, to be honest with you. So especially on the stream, Mr. Stevie was making a big deal about this packaging, about the TV packaging and everything. Which, why are we doing TV packaging to go with the VHS line that they discontinued? Can someone explain that to me?
Well, it's also important that like the TV packaging is on both of these sets. And the Mojo World set was also in a TV packaging box for its time. And that looked kind of like an 80s TV. And this X-Men one looks like a 90s television set. And like the Spider-Man one looks like a 1960s kind of television set. So I get the theme that they're going with, in that like they're setting it in the time frame and era of when these things were introduced. So if you're collecting all the SDCC stuff, your Mojo set could kind of be displayed amongst these boxes as well, and you've got a whole through the years kind of thing.
Want to guess what the original price for the Rider's Wave Professor X was?
40, right?
It was, yeah. So not bad.
Yeah. So it is weird. So we'll move past the Professor X in a minute, but the general rule of thumb with Hasbro, right, is that if they re-release something, it's because they don't have a plan on releasing an updated version here soon. They have went back on that a lot here lately. It feels like I can't remember any other examples off the top of my head, but I just remember
Silver Surfer.
So yes, there we go, David. Thank you.
Magic.
Yep.
They just just Walgreens Magic, and then the Secret Wars Magic was. I mean, it's a different figure, but it's still the same character coming back around. And your Xavier, they just re-released that hover chair from the comics, and now they give you this hover chair. And we had last year the jumpsuit figure and the Shi'ar figure. So that's 4 Professor Xavier.
Warlord Professor X.
Yeah. It's 4 of him in the span of a year. That's wild.
Pox trying to talk RG into getting him Professor X in the chat live right now. California Red Devil's in the house. What's up, California Red Devil? Let's see here. Shane Shooter says, real answer though. I think they got a lot of accolades for how fun the design of their TV packaging was, and they don't really want to try something else. Yeah, okay. That's fair, and it's nostalgia, right? It's nostalgia. So I enjoy I enjoy a nice package, right? Some packaging, but also it pisses me off because when you get a nice exclusive package, I like to throw all the packaging away if I can, but I have a sickness where if it's like some exclusive type packaging or import packaging, like or mezco, like I have to keep it.
Yeah.
Right. But like Marvel Legends, stuff like that, I just toss it. But with this, it'd be like, oh, it's that nice TV packaging. So that's a little annoying. A little annoying. Oh, and Shane Shooter did correct me, said they never said it was discontinued. They said it was just on the back burner for now. Yeah, I hope it is gone for good though. I enjoyed the concept of the Spider-Man 2-packs, but I hate the plastic-free packaging for just all the crap that came with that and all the use. It was not, in my personal opinion, it was not fun opening those figures, to be honest with you, because it felt like I was opening a shoebox. So
it was a blind box, technically.
Yeah,
you know,
technically,
like, you really don't know what the hell is going to come out of that box and what the quality is of the stuff. You know.
But moving past Hellfire, here we go. This is the Thor 5-pack, David. So break this one down for us.
This one, I believe, it was several years before Hellfire Club. I want to say it might be. And Alexi, you can do the research, but I'm going to guess this was 2016. Tell me if I'm wrong, right?
2017.
Oh, okay. And I was thinking because the Jane Foster figure that's in this set was re-released in the Thor Ragnarok comic time wave.
Oh, yeah.
Around the time of the Thor Ragnarok movie, there was a Thor wave of comic figures. And Jane Foster was in that. And like we got Ares, and I think you built the Ragnarok Hulk with that, the Gladiator Hulk with that wave. But if you notice, like that Malekith was re-released in an Avengers wave. The Ulick figure came out in a exclusive to Walmart, I think it was.
Yeah. He pegged.
And then the shirtless, unworthy Thor also was released separately from this, but the Boar figure, which is Odin's dad, is still the exclusive from this set that nobody has re-released since. And it's an older body. It's like ball joint hips, and like
probably the Ares body.
Probably worse. I think it's bigger, I think, than Ares.
Oh, okay. You have it?
I do. It's up with Guardians.
Of course you do. Of course you do.
But yeah, I definitely bought this set, and it was like it folded into like this pentagonal shaped box. So the packaging was interesting.
Do you still have it, David?
The box? Yeah, I keep all of these like exclusive boxes in my action figure closet in my bedroom. There's an action figure closet and a clothing closet in my bedroom. So FYI.
As there should be.
You know, we all collectors need an action figure closet. But yeah, like I think Jane Foster was the big draw of this set, and that was the first time they did her Thor in action figure form. And I think this was the exclusive like way to get the lightning hammer, whereas the regular Jane Foster release had a standard hammer, Mjolnir. But yeah, like the grandeur of this is. There's a lot of Asgardian fans out there, so I think that this was like to give them a chunk of figures that they would want. People still shout for the Warriors 3 when people talk about Asgard characters. So that probably would be the next thing if they circled back to Thor as a topic. I could see them doing an a Warriors 3 box set, because then it's just like a 3-pack, and like for those fans that want it, they can go get it. But I just don't know how like relevant Thor is to new sets coming out. You know, like this franchise has kind of been up and down with.
And
fans.
Do you remember the original price of this set?
I don't. I would guess something like 90 to 100.
120.
120.
It's 20 per figure at $100.
100.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, this was still of the time before, like pre-2020, figures were $19.99, and like they're not even charging you for the box, like architecture
We didn't know how good we had it.
Right? $100, man.
This came out the year that I started collecting again as an adult. I just finished like my undergrad and I had gotten a job, so I had some money to do something fun. So I missed out on this set because I didn't even know about Marvel Legends really. I think this would have been June, and I think I just started picking up stuff in maybe like February or March. So, but a lot of people in the chat have said we got the reissues, like Ulick and the shirtless Thor, and then the Jane Foster. I had the reissue of Malekith, never bore. Which is what Pac Photo said, never got bore. And then Shane Shooter is asking, I want bore. Should I overspend on eBay, or do you think they'll make a new one? Keep in mind, it doesn't look like Odin sold very well. What do you guys think? Should they go for bore?
So personally, it's not a good figure by today's standards. Like the articulation is not good. It's a bunch of overlays. Like I think that the clip on the shield wasn't glued well, so like the shield falls off of him.
And again, he's so pissed that he has to leave. He can't even talk about it without crying. So Shane Shooter, I don't think you should overspend for bore.
That's the third time, David. Third time.
He got 3.
I've been 3, kicked out 3.
Let's see here. And California Red Devil asks, why does Hasbro hate Baldur the Brave? Yeah.
I mean, we all do. We all hate Baldur. Sorry.
Oh man. Let's see. Unworthy Thor, Top Gun beach scene, Thor.
I think
Tornado Thormato.
The shirtless Thor, this bearded head is exclusive to this set. The other Thor, I think, had a clean shaven head. The Unworthy Thor. So of exclusive things that still you can't get is Boar and that particular head and the lightning hammer from Jane. But other than that, everything else.
And actually, the Build-A-Figure release of Unworthy Thor was not shirtless.
Oh,
okay. Yes.
It was in Gladiator Hulk Build-A-Figure wave.
Yes.
But and had no beard, but was not shirtless.
It was, I think, the Sentry, the old head from the Sentry figure.
Oh my God! Jump scare! I just got a close up of the face sculpt.
Yeah.
Oh, that's horrible.
Alexi, what's this set going for now?
Let's see.
While you bring that up, let's say hi to a certain person in the chat. John, Compulsive Collector's here. What's up, John? He says the Spider-Man set is perfect, the 3-pack, for SDCC exclusive. No one was waiting on those, but enough people seem to want it to keep it out of Detroit Steel territory. Yeah, we're not even talking about Detroit Steel. We're talking up, and David's gone again. Sorry, David. But I'll play John's clip right here. Glad you're here, John. Glad you are, on the road to recovery, but I still have to play your clip.
I hope you can see this because I'm doing it as hard as I can.
4 times, David. That one was quicker than expected. A lot quicker than expected.
I made it like a whole hour without getting kicked out, and then now I got kicked out twice in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
That was good.
Damn you,
this set,
sorry.
Nowadays, this set is going to run you between 150 and 200.
Okay. Okay. That's for outdated figures.
Mm-hmm.
And that's 150 without the box.
Yeah. Unless you're a diehard, I would say only buy this if you want to keep it in box, right? Because these figures are outdated. Things are going to
completionist, or you own a museum.
Yeah. Keanu leaves. What's up, fam? Sorry I'm late. Just trying to fit it in. Oh, you're in the right place, my friend. You're in the right place. All right, David. So moving on. Moving back a little further, the Thunderbolts 5-pack.
So, Alexi, I think this is 2014, but you can correct me with your computer knowledge.
This is Thunderbolts?
Thunderbolt set. It's 2015 or 2014?
Oops.
What are the proportions on Luke Cage there, man?
That was the Hyperion, the old Hyperion body. So again,
like Megamind.
Not a good.
What'd you
from
say?
A body standpoint, they're all outdated. The Ghost figure is on an old like Mad Jack-o'-lantern body.
Puck.
Yikes. Oh, because it's blending.
Oh no, it kicked him again.
So this is actually a 2013 release.
Jeez, man.
2013. Yeah.
5-time, David. 5-time. You're basically Booker T around here. Okay.
You're in the 5-time club. 5-timers club.
You said 2013, Alexi?
2013.
Okay.
It shows. It shows.
So the Crossbones body is terrible. They did re-release that with a different vest, I think. But I think that might have been the re-release, and there was a previous one that looked like that. The Luke Cage they did in the Defenders box set for Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
This figure, the Moonstone.
That's what I saw. That's what I thought he said.
I said Mega Mind. He looks like Mega Mind. California Red Devils trying to get me canceled on the internet.
Right. You need to enunciate.
Mega Mind. I'm sorry, it's my southern accent, which doesn't help the situation.
Oh, that's the South speaking?
Wow. The South came out.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mega Mind. Whew.
Wow. If you wanted Moonstone, you could get that at Walgreens as an exclusive. And a white color. This was a pearlescent white in the SDCC set. Ghost and Judith Chambers, aka Satana, are still exclusive to this set. So you would not be able to get these anywhere else. Ghost or
Can we
Satana.
get a zoom in on Satana? For no reason.
I did buy a couple of these because I used one of these for a Madeline Pryor custom.
That's as much as I can zoom.
That's the most enhancement that you can give to.
That's it.
She's enhanced for sure.
But yeah, it was this is a huge tall box, as you can tell, and it was designed as the tower that they worked out of. So there was still grandeur to this. But the figures are not good by today's standards. I mean, this was 2013, so 16.
Oh no, David.
We'll wait, David. Don't worry, we'll wait.
Go ahead and pull up California Red Devils chat again. California Red Devils said Justin studied the War of Northern Aggression in school, not the Civil War.
With this education system here, he is not wrong. Okay, gosh, man, I've got to say, I'm happy I was raised by good parents around here, because guys, the South is in some areas it's as bad as you would think. In other areas, it's not. It's getting better. It's getting better. I promise.
You know how they say they introduced crack to Harlem? Well, we introduced biscuits and gravy to the South so that they'd never rise again.
Because we can't. We're too fat. David, that's number 6, right?
Yeah.
Number 6. Okay.
6 kickouts so far. Okay. Yeah.
But, so what was the price on this 5-pack here?
If I had to guess, it was probably $100 because it's 5 figures in 2013.
90.
Oh, you know what? I didn't look at the original price, but I will tell you how much it goes for now. Would you like to guess?
$300 to $400.
That's correct.
Oh, really? I was going to guess 150. Yes.
No, now it's $300 to $400. Oh my God! Guess the original price. Wow.
Is it under 100?
Guess.
80.
I said 100, but.
And Justin, you said 80?
80.
Justin is the closest without going over. It was $89.99. This whole set was $89.99.
$90 for these 5 figures. That's crazy.
And as bad as these look now, I'm guessing they were good for their time, right?
Yeah.
They were good for their time.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
I mean, the Moonstone.
I was just going to say the Moonstone body's still good.
This is the Moonstone body on both of these women. And that was the body that they used for like Jim Lee Rogue when they first put her out. So this was the first curvaceous modern era female body.
Voluptuous, as Grown Ass Men Toys says.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So this was a standard setter at the time for the female body. And then the 3 male bodies that are in here are trash, but the Hyperion body was used a lot with the Luke Cage figure and forward. And Crossbones and Ghost are truly trash bodies, like terrible.
Yes, bad. But going back a little further, what year was this, David? And these are two different things, right? I put them on the same slide.
Which is fine. So I think they could be different years. But I think the Thanos Imperative set was after the Thunderbolts sets. I think it was this. If that Thunderbolts was 2013, this should be 2014.
Hold on, David. Sorry to cut you off. I just want to highlight John's chat because Shane Shooter, don't let this happen to you. Compulsive collector, I paid like $350 for the set, referring to Thunderbolts, at MegaCon in 2016, and now they only have Moonstone and ball jointed hips Ghost left. So don't do it, Shane Shooter.
What a piece of junk.
Go ahead, David. Sorry.
Well, you correct me, Alexi. Is this 2014 Thanos?
We're talking about the Thanos?
The Thanos set?
Okay. Let's see. Exclusive Thanos Imperative.
Oh, so this is newer than the Thunderbolts.
I think so. I believe so.
Let's check the release date first. Yep, 2014. You are right. Retails on the secondary market for roughly what?
200.
Three to 400.
250 to 4, which is a weird spread.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I mean, this one was Black Bolt and Medusa's first entry into modern Marvel Legends. This was before Walgreens Medusa. It was before Black Bolt in the Black Panther King's Wave.
Were those big upgrades to these, or did they just re-release?
They re-released in different costumes. So same bodies, same pins. This was all pre-pinless era. And Medusa, I hated this hair sculpt for her. That slab of flat plastic that you could barely stand it. She was in heels in this, the flats in the Walgreens figure. So they tried to give you some help by the Walgreens upgrade to not have her in heels. But this with heels and that hair, like she was a bitch to stand up. And then Star-Lord, this was before Star-Lord was re-released in the Guardians of the Galaxy 5-pack. So this was the first chance for Star-Lord. This was the first Gladiator figure because they then re-released him in flat colors in the Apocalypse Build-A-Figure wave. And not shown in the window of the box is the Blastar figure, which is still the only Blastar that they've done in Marvel Legends.
Oh. That's really weird. They didn't make the window big enough.
Yeah. Well, they had to put the words, I guess, to tell you what the hell the set's about. And then they show Blastar in like the picture of all those figures in the front of it. But like the box itself had these wings, like the Thanos helmet, and like I believe there was a skull plate, face plate of Thanos on the other side of this box. Which was a precursor to the HasLab skull faceplate that we got on the HasLab Galactus.
I can only imagine the meeting to design this product, like the product, box and everything. And they're like, what should we do for this year's exclusive to really make the box unique for the Thanos Imperative? And some guy was just like, what if we just put wings on the box?
Yeah, man. Maybe it was like a Blackbird jet box that was redesigned as a Thanos helmet,
And the original price was only $100, so actually $10 more than the year after.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah.
It's still in line with a $20 figure kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, if you wanted those four that are shown in the window, if you wanted them in any kind of better way, you could potentially get them. But Blastar is still missing from the current modern Marvel Legends.
Was there something unique about him? I don't have him. I don't mean unique about him. I mean unique about the figure itself. Like, was the sculpt unique? They didn't reuse it or anything?
It was... I feel like it was a reused sculpt, but I honestly don't think it is. I think it was... Yes, it was. It was the Ultimate Green Goblin body, but without, like, the spikes on the shoulders. And that was the main like torso of the body, was that Ultimate Green Goblin figure. And then the boots were unique because they were like Lobo boots, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like DC's Lobo boots. on him, but it's also like the modern take from like that comic book era of Thanos Imperative for Blastar. So like I think if they did tackle Blastar again, it would be the classic version.
Wow, he really does look like Lobo.
Right? Yeah. And that was the talk at the time. Like they looked like they were trying to like redesign him to cash in on Lobo popularity with this look for Blastar. But yeah, I would love a classic version of Blastar, like old Kirby.
Oh, it's not a Thanos head, it's Galactus head.
Yeah, a Galactus. Is that what I said?
No, you said Thanos head.
Oh,
but on the back of the box, where on the other opposite side of the window, it's the dead Galactus or like zombie Galactus head. Okay.
Yeah, so like that, like the skull faceplate that we got for our HasLab Galactus.
It
like
looks like those wings do not survive. All the listings that show the box, the wings are gone.
Okay.
Yeah. That's to be expected.
Yeah.
How much does this 5-pack go for now, Alexi?
So it looks like between 200 and 300. I mentioned 250 to 400. That's probably if you have the wings. And I tried to find Blastar by himself, but it looks like you're 120 base for Blastar.
Don't do it.
Yeah,
they're gonna get to him eventually, right? They would.
I'm sure. As they circle back to Fantastic Four every year or two, like
what if we saw him in the MCU? That would be crazy. In like Doomsday or Secret Wars.
And then going to the next one right here in the same picture, the Sentinel. John says he won the Marvel Universe carded Sentinel in a contest and gave it to a friend.
Interesting. Yeah, I listed this when we were talking about the assets for this stream because if anybody owns this figure, it is big. It is like a 16-inch or a 12-inch figure.
Boy.
It's bigger than 12.
Yeah, maybe it's 14 inches.
Hold on, let me check.
But it's
16 inch, yeah.
16 inches, yeah. So
2011.
It's what?
2011.
Okay, so like they've re-released this as the Days of Future Past Sentinel, with a Logan figure from Amazon, I think it was, and
it was.
Yeah,
exclusive.
And then they've re-released this, and I mean this was main line in a big box, which is shown I think on the side of this picture. But having this on a blister card that you could hang on your wall was the grandeur of this SDCC exclusive, because like this was the first supersized retro card, really. You know, like we've done recent retro card models.
Oh, did he just drop out?
He dropped out again. He's back.
Our goals are dropping like flies this week.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah, so David mentioned they did a reissue of this. I never got the Marvel Universe version. I did, again, I started collecting as an adult in 2017. So I got that Amazon exclusive, and I think I scored it for $100 at the time. And I still have that Days of Future Past Wolverine. I actually like that figure. I ended up selling the Sentinel because we've gotten so many versions of Sentinels since then, updated, like the HasLab, and then of course the X-Men 97. But it still holds up. Like if you wanted, this goes on the aftermarket for around $100, like 1 to 120. So if you want a Sentinel, you don't want to spring for the 97 or the HasLab, and this is still a solid choice. Like you mentioned, it's still a big Sentinel.
Yeah. You imagine if they did the 97 Sentinel on a retro card?
No.
It is wild that they did this on a card back like that. Right. That's a lot of material. That's
right.
Cool,
How
though.
big would that have had to be if that's a 16-inch figure in a bubble on a card?
At least 2 feet.
Like 24 inches?
Yeah. It's got to be like 24 inches tall, probably a foot to a foot and a half wide.
Right.
How many thumbtacks to hang that on your wall?
Seriously.
Yeah.
Nail it in. You know?
Nail it. That's cool. What do you say this is going for nowadays, Alexi?
Between 100 and 120.
On
That's
the
not
blister
bad.
card?
That's not true. Sorry. Loose 1 to 120. On card, you can get it without that slip cover for $260.
Oh,
eBay.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
again, that's before shipping.
You're paying for the packaging. $100 shipping, you know.
But yeah, all of those in-package
I'll click
collectors would want something like that, you know? Like,
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
do retro cards all over my walls, and that would be a stunning piece to have for its
For
size.
$260, it's only $25 shipping. So that's actually not bad because it is a big ass card.
Yeah. For how much is the HasLab Sentinel going for now?
You can get it at like $750.
$750. Oh yeah, never mind. Yeah, never mind.
So 3 times the amount of this.
Yeah.
Well, I got another listing because, like, if you type in Sentinel, even if you say specifically SDC exclusive Marvel Universe Sentinel, the HasLab still pops up. Inbox, you can get it for $681. That's before shipping. And I think you can. I saw a listing for it loose somewhere on here for a little bit less than that.
The 97 Sentinel, is that still in stock on Pulse? Or
No
are those
way.
dried up now? I
Let's
haven't
check
heard
it out.
anything about that in a while.
I have the HasLab. I still have not picked up a 97 Sentinel, even though I wouldn't.
Really?
I wouldn't say no entirely.
I'm glad that, because I kind of yo-yoed on that. I'm glad that I finally ended up picking one up. I really
I had to
like it.
cancel. I didn't have the budget, and then I was like, I do enjoy my HasLab.
I enjoy my 3 97 Sentinel.
Nice.
You're a real one, David.
Now I'm keeping an eye on that the McFarlane re-release of the DC Direct Batcave. It's still on Amazon, and that price keeps going down little by little. Eventually, it's gonna hit a point where I'm okay with getting it. So
Wow.
But do you
In
have
stock,
those,
$220 on Hasbro Pulse for the X-Men 97 Sentinel.
wild. That's wild.
Dude, I told
that's
you.
a lot of money. That's a lot of money,
It is,
but
yeah.
it's good. It's a centerpiece for X-Men display.
Yeah, and I think that's $220 is the raised price. Originally, it was $185, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's Mini Fresh Sentinel still in stock. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, John. Yeah, the 97
Mine
Sentinel
right
is
here.
mine's eye of the Sentinel, but I
Got
do
all three of
understand if
mine.
you've got that HasLab, it is bigger, and it's the Sentinels have had multiple different looks, right? So it's all about preference. All about preference.
I kept the
going-
Sentinel, but I got rid of all my House of X figures.
Oh. Disrespect.
What are we looking at here, David?
Well, this, I think, is the last Marvel Legends one that we're talking about tonight. But it's the Doctor Strange
Book of Ashanti.
Book of Ashanti sets.
Cool
And this was also, the packaging was like a big draw in this. It was basically the huge book, had several pages that you could open and read, and then within it was these 5 figures. So I believe this is still the only way to get the astral projection comic Doctor Strange in that costume. We did get a re-release.
Did you have a guess for the date that it released?
2015?
Yeah, it is 2015.
Okay. So
and then how about the original price?
85? 90?
No, more.
120.
109.99, which is not bad.
Okay. I mean, this packaging was a bit, I think it's one of the best, and I still display the book like on a bookshelf in my living room. We did get the Build-A-Figure re-released in a Doctor Strange wave with this Dormammu. We did get a Brother Voodoo in this costume, but I think this one was like kind of glowing with the Eye of Agamotto, like green, neon green glow, whereas like the standard release didn't have him with any kind of green glow. The Magic figure was re-released in Walgreens. And then Hela is still the only way to get this figure. Not a great body. This is an old She-Hulk body, but it is still the only way to get this character in Marvel Legends comic book form. And it's the head of it is great, and it's got all those horns and pieces that stick out of that helmet.
It's weird that we got 2 releases of the MCU Hela, right? But they haven't re-released this comic.
Yeah. I mean, they really need to do it on a new body. Like if they did it on the new She-Hulk body and just did the head. I mean, it's really the head and the cape that need to be added to a solid body. So,
right.
You know,
yeah,
and head is still very reusable and good for modern day.
Yeah, I need a Manny Fresh in the chat says Hela is different in the colors of Dormammu because we did get this Dormammu as a Build-A-Figure in a wave. But like you said, David, the Astral Projection, Doctor Strange, Comic Strange, this is still the only way to get him. On the aftermarket, he goes between 30 and 40. The Hela, I would have loved to get. This is probably my favorite exclusive set, you know, only behind, sorry, not behind. The only one behind it would be the Hellfire set, but the Book of Ashanti set was always a favorite when I started learning about the exclusives after I started collecting. And I had the Build-A-Figure for Dormammu, but I ended up selling it, and I have the classic Dormammu now. But like, you know, we've gotten updated. Yeah. Voodoo, Magic, we've gotten updates for that. You even have the newest Magic in that, the retro card wave that we just got. Secret Wars. So really cool set. I didn't know that it had several pages that you could actually like read and stuff. That's really cool.
In this pic, you can kind of see that there's several pages at the front of this that you can flip, and it's got little blurbs about each of the characters that are in the set. I think that's the Hela page that is open.
Yeah.
So.
And then the Eye of Agamotto itself is a little display piece that you have in there as well, which I keep in my, I don't know if you could see it, in my Monsters and Mystics shelf down here. The Eye of Agamotto is like suction cup to the back of the wall. So
Shane Shooter, if you really want to overspend on a figure, that Hela alone goes between 200 and 300.
Wow.
Ooh.
John sold for 130.
Yeah. Nice.
Should have held out.
Hell yeah. Or you can buy, for some reason, you can buy the whole box set for $285 on Mercari right now. So.
But is it just the box, or the figures are in it too?
I think it's everything. Yeah, it's everything.
So you're getting five figures, and basically two display pieces, with the packaging being the book itself and the Eye of Agamotto.
And technically, one of those 5 figures is a Build-A-Figure size.
That's a nice set, man. That's a really nice set.
Yeah.
You said,
and also like doing the Astral Strange.
2015.
The Astral Strange is not something that people necessarily need. It's niche, but this was a good choice to be in that set because it filled it out. You know.
Yeah.
Hella expensive.
Hella expensive. That's hold on. I gotta do the.
We'll wait.
Gotta do the laugh track.
Was there a sound effect that I couldn't hear?
Yeah, there was a sound.
Damn StreamYard. We might need to move to Streamlabs because maybe then I won't get kicked out.
Never, because then Dan Who would be right, and never. Okay, all right. So, moving on. Oh no, wait. There's one more. We can't forget the wrap set.
Yeah. So, is this 2016? So did we go all the way back to 2013 and then move forward every year?
I think so.
I think this is 2016.
That's the order you wanted them in, David. It's the order you wanted them in.
Yeah. But it was also like the more modern we get, the more kind of advanced these have become. And like the 2013 is like my least favorite. And then going forward, like this is a 6-pack of figures, which I didn't even remember. I thought it was a 5-pack, but it's 5 villains and Spider-Man. So the Raft Spider-Man was known as like the best one because Pizza Spidey was the only thing before this, I think. And so the Raft Spidey, I think, might have been the same body, but better colors and a better head sculpt. And this still is the only place to get a Purple Man figure and a Dread Knight figure. But the Sandman was a Build-A-Figure that was recolored in all sand colors. And Enchantress, this was the first chance to get Enchantress, but she came out also in the Doctor Strange Build-A-Figure Dormammu wave in another color way. but this was the classic colors version. We just now, this past year or two, was it 2024 that we got the? No, it was 2025 that we got the Enchantress in this recent Executioner Build-A-Figure wave.
Yeah,
that was 25.
Yeah, and then this Abomination was a Build-A-Figure that was re-released in the Captain America Build-A-Figure wave, in a slightly different color scheme. So, but there's still a bunch of exclusivity in this set, and it's a huge box with a nice display of the Raft Prison.
That's cool.
Yeah, so I really enjoyed this set, and I do love the Dread Knight figure, even though that's also an outdated body now. So I would take updates to Dread Knight and Purple Man in modern day. I know a lot of people love Purple Man since he was in the Jessica Jones series, Netflix series. So like people still
it's an easy one to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's easy.
Yeah.
This was. I feel like this was a time though when collectors accepted recolor variants. Like they were much more accepting of like a repaint of something, and it was exciting still and new. But these days, if we get a repaint of something, that's like the first thing that people complain about is this is just a repaint. We've already gotten this. It's not on, X body or whatever. So I do agree that this is really cool. It still holds exclusivity. Again, we're looking at a box itself where the deco is like great design and it could be displayed in box if you wanted to. But I just don't think collectors would accept something with this much production value in the packaging and not enough like updates or new stuff on the figures themselves.
Stop! Don't do it! The people!
Another thing to point out about this box set, like the inner tray was like cells that were broken up by partitions. So it could still be used as I had it on display for a while when it was first new. I had the tray laid out so that you could stand them in the cells like they were still imprisoned. And then that top flap was like the cover that flapped up to reveal the window. So like, and that showed Eel, Electro, and Hobgoblin. Is that what's in there?
Were those teases at the time of figures to come?
I think they were already released. Because I think Eel was in the same wave as Abomination in the Captain America wave. And so this Abomination didn't feel that special because we had the other color option of him at the time. And I think the Sandman Build-A-Figure was still in the same year. I don't know which came out first. But like this was the sand option, but he didn't have sand attachments.
That's odd. Yeah.
So that was the strange thing about that. But this was the first Enchantress. This was arguably the more classic look for Enchantress. The new one, the recolored one in Doctor Strange, was like the Sylvie Lushton version of Enchantress, which was like a secondary character version of her. And then still Purple Man and Dread Knight, you can't get them outside of this.
Yeah,
Dread Knight I could see in retro card.
I like the idea of like, hey, we're gonna lock you up with all your gear, but like, don't try to break out in this game, okay? Like, promise?
Yeah, sure thing. It was trash for the recycling bin. Anita Manning Fresh. The hobby also has way more negativity and competitive attitudes towards each other compared to back then. Yeah. I mean, every hobby as it gets older and as like we get older, younger, egos, man, just, and there's going to be negativity no matter what. You could post a 20-pack for $100 as an exclusive on the internet, like, and there's going to be some negative comments in there, like, well, I didn't want these 20 figures. Why? Blah, 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 blah. There's going to be negativity. And hey, I'm guilty of it too. Like, I'll talk shit about stuff too, but that's the internet for you. It's
more of a platform.
Did you guys have guesses for the original prices?
Original, I think, was 120.
It was
125. Ah, damn it.
It was 120. There is a listing on Mercari for $350 right now. I'm checking sold listings for John because he doesn't want quick and dirty. He wants the real nitty gritty. And in sold listings, you could have got one for $180, marked down from $190. And it looks like that's the only one that's sold on Mercari.
Okay.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
What does an
Not a bad
individual?
markup.
What does an individual Dread Knight go for now, or Purple Man?
Dread Knight? Well, didn't they reissue Dread Knight though?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Because on Robo's handbook video recently, he did pull out Dread Knight, and I wasn't sure if it was an exclusive or if it was in a wave or something.
Yep, this is the only way to get Dread Knight still to
80?
this day.
Is he
10 years later?
Even though it is reuse. So I'm just looking quick and dirty listings. $140 on eBay. You can get the original Toy Biz for $21.75. And that looks like it. It's still pretty rare. I don't see the Legends version. $117 on Mercari.
Purple Man's got to be around there too, right? Since he's never been redone.
Yeah,
why don't I check?
Alexi, come on, Alexi.
And that raises the question of if those two are that expensive, why not just buy the whole damn set, right?
Dude, Purple Man's still $80, and he's on that suited body that can't
Yeah.
stand for shit.
Yeah.
At that point,
80 to 100.
Just get the whole set.
The whole set was 120, and you're spending 100
Yeah.
for Purple Man. Like, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Just like the Book of Ashanti set.
Yeah.
Just buy the set.
Right.
It's a display
But
piece.
don't buy Boar. Don't.
Yeah.
Be a waste.
No, we need an
So-
upgrade. Dread Knight says
We do,
Zion.
and they can do Dread Knight on an Iron Man retro card. You know, because that was how the original Toy Biz figure was out on the Iron Man card.
Yeah.
Compulsive collectors, Purple Man has never fallen over. I'm so glad. So glad.
Sounds like a
Shut up,
weird
John. You're
flex,
missing a
John.
piece of your brain.
It's a weird flex. All right, so I think that's it for the Marvel Legends. Then we get into some Mattel.
So
SDCC exclusives.
I wanted to talk about this because one, Mattel is regaining the DC license, so that we can have a nice glance back on what Mattel used to do with DC.
If you're not good at something, hide it.
And this was a favorite set of mine, not necessarily because of the characters, not necessarily because of the figures themselves, but the packaging was awesome. It was a fold around box. So once you hinged it like this, where their fists were like touching, the box lit up in several places and had the voice note of Wonder Twin powers activate and like a bunch of sound effects from the cartoon.
That's so cool.
So the box, if you left it in package,
Form of useless.
yeah, it was like a shape of an eagle and form of a pail of water or something.
Yeah, the example right here.
Yeah. So like but those phrases from the voices of the cartoon were built into this box in the speakers. So like the fact that the packaging
crazy
had lights and sounds and had the figures, and you could leave them in the package and still display them at the back of your Super Friends display, just like this. And it was like a scene straight out of the cartoon. And the Gleek monkey, blue monkey, was exclusive to SDCC. Like you had to be there at the con to get the Gleek in a little plastic baggie taped to this overall set.
Oh, wow.
That's what John's talking about here in the comments.
Gleek was the peak of negativity surrounding SDCC exclusives. Yes, because you had to be at the con. Like it was not like you could order this, I think, on Matty Collector or whatever as an exclusive, but it wouldn't come with the Gleek because you had to be at the con. So like that's another thing that's kind of gone by the wayside. Or has it? Do they do that now where you have to be physically at the con to get a part of the exclusive? I don't think that's a thing anymore.
It's just so economically unfeasible. Like these cons.
Yeah, Fanboy says
crazy
if the Wonder Twin set was infuriating, it was available online, but if you didn't go to the con, you couldn't get Gleek. And he's essential to the pair of them, you know, like he's
But you still got your pail of water. You still got your pail of water.
Still got your
So-
pail of water and your form of an eagle.
Also, Gregory Trejo, this has been a good stream of Marvel Legends history. Thank you, Greg. Thank you.
Thanks, Greg. We try to produce some good content here, some worthy conversation. So yeah, this was a favorite. I will always remember this set as a favorite of mine.
This was 2009, by the way.
Going way back.
Yeah.
Wow.
So to be fair, your Comic-Con tickets in 2009 were probably like $100, like if that.
How much did
Is
this go for originally?
So it's right there on the card, $40.
Whoa.
And then I looked up how much it. Yeah.
Jesus.
With the lights and sound is crazy, which is why I was like, wow. And then these days,
that everyone loved.
oh, that's a good point. Gleek alone is listed for 45. And I see listings for the set between 189 and 250, but I don't see Gleek included.
Yeah, I'm sure anybody that has it to sell is going to sell it separately.
Yeah.
You know?
And also, so again, we're going back to a time when collectors' feelings towards these types of things were different, because these are just recolors, and Mattel DC Universe Classics, or like the DC Heroes Infinite, I think was another like subline from the Mattel. It was all reuse. It was all same sculpts for females, same sculpts for males for the most part. Obviously, you got some glove flare and stuff, single jointed elbows, but it was just like repaint, and people were completely happy to do that. And I feel like if you went back in time, Back to the Future style, when he's like, oh, I've seen this, it's a rerun, and they're like, what's a rerun? You'd be like, oh, this is just a recolor, and they'd be like, what's a recolor? This is just what the figures are. Like,
it's a toy. What are you, stupid?
yeah. Like this is what the products were at the time.
Yeah.
Almost 20 years ago. Sorry to remind you of that.
Wild. Yeah.
Me and my wife started dating in 2008, and this was really God, man, that's crazy.
2009, I was 2 years out of high school, and I was probably blacked out.
Yeah. I'm same, Alexi. I graduated in 07. So yeah.
I was 8 years out of high school in 2009. So
you're like the principal of a high school.
Sure. Yeah. Like Belden.
Did you
like
say
Belden.
88 years?
Belding.
Yeah. So like this,
If you know, you know.
This holds a special place in my memory banks for like a really, like I've been collecting DC Universe Classics for several years, and they were digging into Super Friends characters, and this being an exclusive made sense because like certain people don't care about them, and a bunch of people did, and so like it was a good idea at the time, but the Gleek thing was, as a lot of people in the chat are saying, was very frustrating for people who don't directly go to the con, you know?
I'm sorry, David.
Compulsive collector. Oh, go ahead.
Pac was class of 07 too, so you're out of the club, David. Sorry.
Did we just become best friends? Yep.
And then John, so we have another historic period collector here, and he says people hated it then too. They were just on forums instead of on YouTube. So
yeah.
They had less of a platform. Right.
Robo was probably there talking about it on that forum that's not around anymore. The Floosh.
Yep. I'm sure. I think I was scouring eBay like desperately to find a set with Gleek, you know, at the time.
Did you check Craigslist, David?
No.
Craigslist wasn't for that back then, you know what I'm saying? I would love Wonder Twins, to be honest. I love the whimsical characters in DC. I love the ideas that they had. I'm looking at Mattel, and I'm looking at the two of you about the topic that we discussed earlier, because Wonder Twins, take notes.
Yeah.
Oh, look, Zion.collectible, same 07. Look,
wow.
There we go.
Damn.
It was.
Do we have a demographic? This one.
But yeah, that's a cool set, man. That's a cool set. These honestly don't look that outdated, even for like 09. I'm sure if you get them in hand, right, it's like, oh god, these are old, but they look good. And that packaging, lights and sounds, that's insane. That's insane.
So I don't know the year that this was. Does it say, Alexi?
Is it for sure an SDC exclusive?
Yes.
Okay.
This was another year of an SDCC exclusive. Maybe 2010.
Oh, that's right.
2011?
2010.
2010. Okay. So the year after Wonder Twins was this. So this, the accessory pack out is wild for this. So let's really look at this. So you have the lower
Hasbro
half.
would never with Mr. Fantastic.
Who would ever like this? Is a maximum Mr. Fantastic pack out.
Damn,
as
it
a
really
Plastic
is.
Man for SDCC DC Universe Classics. So the lower half body is a complete spring that you could detach him at the waist and plug
The
his
top
upper
half's
body
made it
onto
a
the
rubber,
spring.
the bottom half's made it a spring.
And it's literally a spring. Like you could bounce it like it was springy. He comes with a paddle with a bounce ball hand attachments. He comes with like a fly swatter paddle hands attachment. He comes with alternate arms that are stretchy and pulley, like you can yank them. You can yank him. And then
You can yank him.
You can yank him. And I think that's extended.
Grab his dick and twist it! Oh my god, dude, this is an MMA fight!
Yep. And I think that's an extended neck piece in the middle in front of the Plastic Man figure where you could put his head on like a longer neck. And then off to the side is a suitcase. So that was exclusive to SDCC. Like the Gleek of this year was if you were at the con, you'd get the suitcase. And the suitcase has that yellow diamond that is a neck ball. So you could pop the head onto the suitcase as if he transformed himself into the suitcase. I think the suitcase had a little sticker on it, deco, that was SDCC of that year. Like he took the suitcase to the con, you know? So
Nice.
there was a lot of stuff in here. And the window box packaging had glasses that you could fold out and wear to be Plastic Man. So like, look at all the shit that's in this set.
Why were they actually trying to deliver to their customers? What the fuck?
What more would you need? This is maximum Plastic Man.
You said this was this was 2009?
2010.
2010.
Wonder Twins 9.
35? 35?
No. I think
What's your
50.
guess, David?
50?
50?
50.
David, you've already been jaded because this was a 1999 set.
What?
I'm not even kidding. This was
No.
1999. $20.
The original price of this was $19.99.
Original price was $20. Guess what it goes for now? There's only one listing for the actual complete set. Guess what it is?
400.
No, I was gonna say don't get too crazy. It's 128.
Oh,
wow. Damn. Okay, that's.
But still, that's like a 150% increase.
Yeah, but I would never have guessed that this was that low of a price for
Sorry,
a con.
150% would mean it's like $50. This is like a 400% increase.
Wow.
500%.
And think of like what we don't get this in Maximum Series Marvel Legends now, and that at that time was $20.
Yeah.
Look at John's
original
comment.
price was $20.
Pock Photos thinks it's crazy. Like this is, these are the things that I will remember for the rest of my life. That this Wonder Twins and this came out at SDCC, like these are peak offerings.
Yeah.
Boy Prime still has
standard.
these.
Huh?
That's
Fuck yeah.
Boy Prime still has these.
Yeah.
You still have this figure, right, David?
I do. It's not displayed, but it's. But I took all this stuff out of the package. But it's.
Did the paddle ball string actually stretch, or is it just like
you
oh
could
my
bounce? You could do the paddle ball bounce thing.
That's so cool. Plastic Man's such a fun character too.
And the arms were stretchy as well. So like those red
like
arms
bendy,
were completely stretchy. Like I don't remember if they were bendy or if they were just like floppy and stretchy.
Okay.
Because I think you could
there's pills
stretch
for
them
that.
long, but they were not like bendy wire.
Yeah.
But yeah,
This
like
pack out.
options in this is mind blowing, right? Justin?
Maximum.
Jesus, $20 blew my mind.
This is what a Maximum Mr. Fantastic should offer you. This is what I think about when I think of them doing a Mr. Fantastic Maximum. Like these are fun, crazy options. And again, detachable at the waist. So like that's before Cannonball from Marvel Legends. this was the template, you know.
Maximum Dupe is such is
Maximum Dupe is as good as this, aside from the Deadpool accessories. Yeah.
And California Red Devil needs this plastic, man. That's.
I'll sell it to you for $400, California Red Devil.
That's the going price. Don't listen.
Yeah,
to
sweet deal.
Don't believe the hype.
And then
okay. So this.
I think this is our last one, right?
This is the last one, and it's the last one on purpose because this was the most.
Oh man,
that's all I have to say about
that. Damn, Justin, StreamYards is doing your work for you tonight.
Wild.
You don't even.
Wild. That's
you don't even have to antagonize David. StreamYards is doing it.
8 times.
It flames on the side of my face.
So this, I don't remember the year. Maybe this is 2011.
I'm looking now, and it is not in the listings that I looked for. I don't know why that's.
But if you think that DC Universe Classics couldn't top itself from Wonder Twins or Plastic Man, then they give you a 12-figure box set of the Legion of Superheroes, including a 12-inch figure of a Colossal Boy. I think I don't remember. I don't even remember his name. But there's the giant figure in the middle. Also in the middle is a tiny figure called, I think his name is Proty, Proty, and it comes with a Legion of Superheroes membership ring that you could wear, which is really nice. Like it was like a gold-plated like ring.
So yeah, just to clarify, this is 2011, but it's technically not an SDCC exclusive. It was revealed there, but it's a Maddie Collector exclusive, which is an online vendor.
Okay. Oh, well, I mean, it must, but I think it was revealed there, so maybe.
Yeah. So maybe it counted as that. You just got it from Maddie Collector.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, that's what Fanboy Prime is correcting us to. But
okay.
So it was revealed, but you had to order it online. Okay. This is still a crazy exclusive though.
Like 12 different figures. It's based on Legion of Superheroes. This is like, so for me, the Marvel Legends version of this is the Shi'ar Imperial Guard. All these characters are like reuses of the Imperial Guard characters. It came with a Superboy. It came with the ring. It came with this like Hall of Legion team box that folded and collapsed into this. Is that hexagonal shape? 6 sides, I think.
6 is hex, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, or maybe it's 8 sides.
7 that would make it step.
If it's 7,
no.
It's 7 in the open version, so it would probably be 7 sides. So septagonal. So
yeah, but who's counting?
Right, but like the fact that you could get this whole team in a box. I mean,
it's my team in a box.
Right? There's as a gag, there's an empty slot in there for the Invisible Kid. Under the Brainiac figure. So like but it's still 12 figures and plus the little Proty like blob accessory and the ring that you can wear. Fanboy Prime says the price may shock people, so
we
need to reveal it. Talk about it. What is it?
What do you guys think it is?
This is $50.
No.
$50. A little too far back in time.
$13.99. No, I would guess $150.
You're not far off. $13.99 per figure. It was $119 or $125. I think it said.
Wow.
$125. Yeah.
$125.
Maddie Collector exclusive. $125.
Wow.
You're right though. This is something we'll probably never see again. 12 figure, not even just 12 figures, like 11 figures and an oversized. My cat is in awe. It's the box, the package, like everything is so cool. And again, these are recolors. Well, you know what? It looks like some of these bodies are actually unique. Like Brainiac looks unique. Some of the basic ones are recolors, but like we said, the oversize, the ring, the package itself. This is a really, really cool implementation of an exclusive. Like I absolutely would have picked this up if I was collecting back then.
John,
people bitched about that price. Just to be clear, raised hell. Yeah. What did we say it was? $125. Like
that's like base import price now, right?
How could you be mad about that price for all that you get in this? And to not need to hunt down a bunch of individually released team members. If you wanted like a baseline Legion of Superheroes, you got probably everything you would want. Everyone's going to have a favorite character that maybe wasn't included. But like, look at the array of what you get in this one purchase. For $119?
I could understand bitching about it if you only needed like 2 of the figures. But at that point, it's like, well,
you only need 2 for Legion of Superheroes.
Right. Like, who would limit themselves to, like, there's the main 3, which is like Cosmic Boy and Lightning Lad and Saturn Girl. And then
the 3 that McFarlane has released.
Right. But then you get all the other ones. And if I can, Brainiac 5, I think, is one of them. Superboy, Timberwolf, I think, is behind Cosmic Boy. Matter Eater Lad, who is in green. Colossal Boy, I think, is the red one with the yellow emblem on his chest. Chameleon Boy, Karate Kid, I think, is the white gi. I forget the name of the flame one behind him, and then the supersized one I don't remember. So like, there's so many. Like, if I got a 12-pack of Shi'ar Imperial Guard, I'm set. I'm done.
That would be so cool.
And that would be this. But how much would that cost today to do a set like this?
Oh my God. I can only find one. I'm trying to find a listing on Aftermarket, and I keep changing the description for what I'm looking for because it's very hard to find for sale. There's one listing that I found on eBay, and before shipping, what do you think it is?
$1,000.
$1,200.
$1,200.
Yeah, here's one on Mercari. Yeah, here's one on Mercari.
$1,200.
On Mercari, $875, and shipping is you're already paying a $32 safety fee, or protection fee, on top of $12 shipping. So about $1,000 for that too.
Damn.
Yeah, this is more a piece of history than it is like action figure collections at this point.
This is wild. Like, and I wanted this to be the last one that we talked about because, like, no one's touching this. No one is ever gonna achieve this for an exclusive for anywhere.
Unless Mattel has a chance to do the funniest thing.
If Mattel or Hasbro were to do something akin to this with Marvel or DC today, what would that price be?
If we think, well, let's really do like real math. So $27.99 is an average figure cost. So what's that times 12? Who has a calculator?
Pulling
Nobody
up
has
the
one on their
calculator.
phone. My teacher told me we wouldn't, David.
$27.99 times 12, you said?
Yeah.
$335.88.
Just did that base, yeah. You're looking at 300, and plus the markup for being an exclusive, so probably like 500.
Oh well, I would say 350 to 375 for like the packaging.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Like,
well, one of these is a huge figure too, so you got to take that into account.
That's true.
And we do have to point out that none of the figures have accessories.
Right.
Yeah.
Not one of them has an accessory. But yeah.
Well, that's just industry standard now. So.
Thanks, Todd.
John.
475 to 500 from Compulsive Collector. So
no, you're right. 500.
Yeah.
So I guess let's take this one step further, David. Would you pay $350 for an Imperial Guard set of 12 figures?
Yes.
That's a lot of.
I'd probably pay $500 for an Imperial Guard set like this.
That's a lot of unique sculpting, though. There's some characters on that guard.
Right. And I mean, how else would you get them? Like, I don't think that, like, if they did that as a, like, if they took the made to order idea and applied that to something like this, like, then they're only producing as much as anybody buys, right? Like, so it's paid for. Like, they're not going to lose their shirt on it from Hasbro standpoint. So, like, I would definitely spend $500 on it to get this many characters to build one team in one shot and have it shipped to me, and I'm done, and I can like customize whatever little extra ones I want to do. But otherwise, there's 12 figures, like, and a giant one. Like,
did they use that body for the giant figure Colossal Kid? I think someone said. Yeah, Keanu Reeves, Colossal Boy was correct. Did they use Colossal Boy's sculpt again? I mean, like, just the height of that figure?
It was probably the baseline for like Apache Chief, the build, the Collect and Connect figure. It was there was a bunch of like figures of that size, a few.
Okay.
So at least Apache Chief was that base. But California Red Devil has an 11-figure Doctor Who set. Who even knew that there is it all doctors? Are they all the 11 doctors?
It's all the same.
I didn't know Dan Who was a doctor.
His medical license was taken from him.
Fanboy Prime
Hollywood Medical College.
The Swamp Thing set was cool as well.
It was, but I don't think it was very sustainable, and that's the ironic part about it. Like, because it was like flocked or something, and the box was flocked as well, and I feel like it would deteriorate like more easily.
Was it an exclusive?
Yeah, I think that was probably the year before Wonder Twins.
I looked it up on eBay. I think it was like 2011. I think.
Oh, really?
I did a little bit of research.
Yeah, it looks like it. DC Universe Classics 2011 Swamp Thing 9-inch Rose.
What the flock?
What the flock?
And David's gone again.
I'm sorry, somebody trying to talk to me while I'm working? Go outside, nerd. Get out. Go.
And he's back.
Is that
7 or 8?
I think it's 9.
9? I lost count, David.
Yeah.
I lost count. It's okay. You're back now. You're back now.
I did buy that Swamp Thing figure, and I did not unbox it, so I could probably resell it. What is what's the going rate for that now, Alexi?
Unfortunately, only like 85.
Oh yeah, wow.
I just felt like it was gonna deteriorate, like, because it was so uniquely produced, you know?
Glow in the dark McFarlane Swamp Thing goes for 110 though. That just came up in my listings.
Dang. It's because all that McFarlane you've been looking up, Alexi.
Yeah.
That's what.
Gotta delete those cookies.
But so I guess we're at the end. This is where you want to do like the wish list type thing, right, David? So where do you want to see SDCC exclusives go forward? What would be your dream set?
I want the grandeur back. So my dream set that I'm going to state now, I'm not going to talk about Imperial Guard because we kind of discussed the DCUC thing, but I would take a Morlocks box set of 8 characters, and that would include Sunder, who's like the larger Goonies kind of guy, and Leech, which is the smaller kid kind of body, and then 6 other characters, probably a re-release Callisto with a different look or color scheme, and in a sewer kind of box set Dio piece. That would be my ideal future one. Not a lot. I mean, some people don't give a shit about the Morlocks, and some people do. So if you don't want it, you don't need to buy it. But it's there to get a team, 8 characters, good range. I'm down. That's my dream for now. Probably be $300.
Yeah.
You know, so
I don't think that's too much to ask. Alexi, what are you thinking? Dream SDCC.
Yeah. So if we're gonna do wish list, like in a perfect world where everyone caters to me, I feel like lately people who have followed their respective lore or their property to a T, they don't get rewarded enough because in the media, like with the MCU or in comics or in figures, they always want to make it accessible to like newbies, like to filthy casuals, but the people who have been here since the beginning, or for almost 10 years, or who are a piece of history, like John Compulsive Collector, and they've been in the game, they don't get rewarded for that commitment, especially people like David who have over 3,000 figures. So I would like an exclusive to be for them. And specifically to that end, I say I want a Secret Wars cover number 4. I think it's 1984, where Hulk is holding up a mountain to keep all of the heroes safe. And I want that set to be all of those heroes in the Secret Wars cover colors, as well as Hulk. No rubber chest, please. And I just want that core team of Secret Wars, and I want it to be a Hulk. We don't ever get I'm not going to say we don't ever get classic Hulk, because there's at least 4 options for classic Hulk. None with a rubber chest, in my opinion. But that's what I want. I want a classic. I want a deep cut. I want it for people who have been in the game for a long time, even if they're not collecting. And I want some kind of representation for those people. I'm tired of the filthy casual friendliness. I want a deep cut friendly release.
He'll be digging up my bones before you know it, Alexi. No, he won't, John. He only digs up dinosaurs. This. So for mine, I'm gonna go out of left field. Not Marvel, not DC, but it is Hasbro, right? And they own this license, so they can make them at any point they want. Give me my damn Power Rangers 5-pack Turbo box set.
Wow.
Hasbro.
Ooh, nice.
But you can make it an exclusive, make it some nice Turbo packaging, do it on an anniversary of the Turbo movie, right? You can put from when they did the exchange of powers between 4 of them, you can do both characters heads in there to make it different, because we have a Tommy, we have the Red Ranger, but you can, no, that was TJ, right? That was I don't know. They did it as Tommy. It was Tommy, right? Was it TJ?
TJ was red because he's the one that's here to toss your salad, but so was Tommy.
Oh, yeah.
In the beginning.
I'm talking about the Lightning Collection. Do you remember which civilian head that came with, David?
It came with Tommy.
It was Tommy? Okay. Yeah. They released TJ twice, so that's throwing me off. Right? Yeah,
but he was in space, right?
Yeah, they did 2 different in space.
The Blue Space Ranger.
Yeah.
But how would you do Justin with a kid head on a regular sized Blue Ranger body?
You just don't do the Blake Foster head because he's a piece of crap human being. So.
Did he grow up to be a piece of shit?
Oh yeah, he's a total piece of shit.
Oh man.
Wow.
He's a total piece of shit. So you just don't do his head. Okay. That's it.
And would you include Bulk and Skull in this set?
No, I've got my Super 7 ones, and they're on a separate.
They're not scaled the same, bro.
Here's what you do. Except the next year you do Bulk and Skull with a box that's like Ernie's bar, right?
A juice bar?
Juice bar display box. That's what you do. So those would be my 2 exclusives. Because if Hasbro's gonna be like, hey, Super 7, hey, Playmates, you do Power Rangers, they still own the brand. They can release whatever they want at any point.
So you want Lightning to Collection to revive only through SDCC exclusives. And in a perfect world, it would be back as a full line. But if you have to get it back in any kind of way, at least Hasbro doing it through SDCC helps you complete some things that they left on the table.
Because then they're not having to commit to an entire line, but they already have molds worked up. They've got the library. They can just pump them out as exclusives and then wipe their hands clean of it till next year, right?
I would argue for Babu and Squat as an option as well.
Yeah, with a Rita's Palace thing. Yeah.
And Rito, who is still.
Yeah. They would probably do like a Rito. Oh, you could do a 3-pack. Another year with a season 3 or 2 season 2 Bulk and Skull with Rito, right?
Okay.
And you could include a different Goldar head to go on one of your Goldars for all the hijinks they got into when Rito and Goldar didn't have their memory, and Bulk and Skull kind of used them as indentured servants, right?
There's the stuff again.
An apron, a soft goods apron that can go over Goldar.
Yeah, man. That'd be cool. See, there's so many fun things they could do. And doing them as exclusives you know, they don't have to make a ton of them. It's not a huge commitment. They're not redoing the whole line again, but the fans are still wetting their whistle. And I'm sure there's probably some, and that way Hasbro's putting out some Power Rangers stuff, and it's reminding people like, hey, we still are the property holder, right? We still have our foot in the door with, don't forget about us as far as Power Rangers. So it wouldn't be as jarring when they eventually, in like 5 years, redo a Power Rangers line, you know.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that. Good call. Good call. Good choice.
Yeah, I like that.
Shut up, John. Shut up. I don't want your mumbo jumbo. Playmates has global license. Hasbro, but Hasbro owns the brand outright though. So yeah, Playmates has a license, but Hasbro owns the brand outright. So I don't know it with what Playmates is doing is completely separate from anything Lightning Collection, because I don't know what legal mumbo jumbo they can get away with, but it's not like Playmates is doing what like Hasbro was doing or would do. Same as like Super 7's line was going at the same time as the Lightning Collection was still around. Opening themselves up to legal financial. I don't think there's any legal financial consequences when you straight up own the property. It's not a licensing thing. They just own Power Rangers outright. So I think that would be like, I don't know.
And again, this was a dream scenario. This is like perfect
But
world.
yeah.
You could choose whatever.
There's no
we
laws
wanted.
in this scenario, John.
You think
There's no legal.
If you own a property, would you pigeonhole yourself into not being able to make anything by saying like, here, you can make these toys? I feel like it would be in the contract that you can still do whatever you want because you own it.
I'm sure. I'm sure there's a clause in that contract. Yeah.
Justin would have flunked out of law school on day one. That's why I didn't get it. On you, John.
Well, he's clearly not a lawyer. He's clearly not a lawyer. He's on YouTube every week talking about action figures. He's not a lawyer. He's not out there as a lawyer. So
yeah. Also,
there was
Super 7 was still doing stuff when Playmates acquired too.
Yeah.
So
true.
Yeah, John, you're wrong. You're just wrong. Okay.
Yeah, John.
You're wrong. See your way out, John. Okay.
Sorry, John. The kids are not all right.
Wrong. Yeah.
Earlier in the chat, there was a couple of people that had wish lists. Keanu Leaves, I think, was talking about Legion when they said, anytime you get a full team in a box, it will sell so much better than individual releases. The Alpha Flight set is a good example of that. And then Old Man John says, do impressive stuff as made to order, things like 60 Spider-Man for SDC. Everybody wins. The other comment from Keanu Leaves, which is an actual wish list, these terms mean nothing to me, but tell me if you guys know Ape Face, Erg, and Terra Baby.
Those are Morlock characters.
Okay.
Ape. It's Ape. I think it's just Ape, and then he is he's like shape-shifting. Erg is the eye patch with the Legion hair that does laser out of his eye patch.
Okay.
And Tar Baby was like covered in sludge and slime, and he could like project that at people. I would also want Anna Lee, who is the hypnotic old lady in the apron, covered in scorpions.
Yeah.
You know? And who else? You need Sunder, you need Leech, and you need Callisto in maybe like a purple, because the figure we got is in a black leather.
Leech as a Gleek type figure in a set would have been cool, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't need to be super articulated, but he's not a tiny character. It's a kid body.
Yeah.
And we do need a kid body in the line, so I think it would be cool. And like maybe Leech is often paired with Artie, who's like the pink-skinned alien-looking one.
Mhm.
So like maybe both
The
of
one who
them.
never wants to be a mutant. It's like, it's not my fault.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Hasbro, give David a kid body. California Red Devil also says, my dream set, Rocket Racer, Willow the Wisp, Big Wheel, and the Kangaroo. Also deep cuts. Nice.
Very niche. Very nice. Keanu Reeves also mentions Tommy, who is the female with like rainbow striped hair and turns one-dimensional, like flat,
yeah.
You know,
that's right.
So I have a custom of her as well. So there's a bunch of great Morlocks that I would love to see. Caliban as his skinny before Apocalypse
Instead
transformation
of Horseman,
version.
yeah.
He's in significant storylines with Kitty Pryde, Rich M's favorite. So Caliban is also a good shout.
California Red Devil and Fanboy Prime agree that Micronauts would be cool. I'm not familiar with Micronauts. Do you guys know them?
I'm not as much, but I do know like one of the female design from Micronauts was used in the Iron Man cartoon for like Hypnotia. That character. You remember the 90s Iron Man cartoon, Alexi?
Yeah.
Yeah, so on Mandarin's evil villain team, Hypnotia was kind of a created character for the animated series, but they borrowed the costume look from the female in the Micronauts story. So it's not the same character, but she wore kind of the same look.
Okay. That was an underrated show. I don't remember much about
it,
but
I
I remember.
Would.
Yeah. Gregory Trejo says a dope group would be Gene Nation.
Yeah. Gene Nation, I think, is where Marrow originated from. In the comic. It was like and they did a couple of figures in the Generation X 5-inch toy line from Gene Nation, or they were like tooled up and then it was the wave that was canceled. But there was a few. There was like a guy with like brains on the outside of his body. He was like yellow with brains exposed here and like brains on his chest. It was interesting. And then there was a guy called Sack, who was like just a see-through
balls.
Globby.
I know. I was thinking too. What up, Sack?
Terrible name for a comic book character. But yeah, Gene Nation was the even more deformed, more ugly, more outcast versions of the Morlocks.
Yeah. Cute Colt's asking what you thought of the superpowers reveals.
So they're fine. I'm not a superpowers like that 5-inch line collector, so I'm happy for the people that will get them. I'm just sticking to Super Friends and, the last gasps of the McFarlane line.
I am happy, David, that we're getting at least one more line of the Batman the Animated Series. Like one.
Montoya, the Montoya wave?
Yeah, I think in our prediction stream, we were saying that hopefully they would re-release her at some point in the line, because she was in a 5-pack.
Yeah.
What I need Target to get on their shit and put the Clock King wave on the fucking app. Is what I would like.
Crazy,
because dude, still
everyone's
never
got
it.
Up. Everyone's
already got it. I know. I got the Joker, but I need Zatanna, the Batman, and the Mad Hatter, right? And there's some like on Macari, but they're going like $50 a piece, and I'm not doing it. I already don't want to pay the $34.
The Legion of Superheroes 12-pack for $190.
Right.
Why would you spend $50 on a Batman animated series figure?
So Todd, fix your distribution. Talk to Target. Okay, can we fix the distribution? Can we get them up on the freaking app? I think it might have been Preternia saying that they've got another Collector Con or something like that. Whatever, the Holothon coming up here soon. And McFarlane was highlighted, so maybe they're saving that wave to go up then that week. It makes me nervous, though, that they're already showing off in-package, like, promotional shots of the next wave. Yeah. So I'm like, oh, did I just miss the boat on this wave?
Maybe. And, I mean, if we don't know what it looks like when McFarlane is winding down the DC operations, so, like, maybe these are much shorter production runs and more limited options.
Also,
and clearance,
do you think there's a possibility there could be another wave to close it out, and that's why he's pushing this one out so soon?
I hope so, because I think a lot of fans still need Penguin.
No, I backtracked and bought mine. No, it's fine. He doesn't.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
I think a lot of fans that didn't do that would still want a Penguin. And
too bad.
I still hold out hope for a Red Claw figure.
Yeah, you're right.
To go in there. So I think there's still chances, and they're probably going to repaint a Robin in another random color. They'll repaint the Tim Drake, repaint Dick Grayson in a Damian Wayne color scheme.
Probably, yeah. And that'll be the platinum chase will be like the white suit, right?
Yeah.
So for some stupid reason,
yeah.
They're not very good figures, but they're good representation for the animated line for like a deep.
And I noticed today, and I think that McFarlane was good for. They have two different heads for the Montoya figure, one with the police hat on and one without. So I don't think that was an option in the old set. People can correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe I just only displayed her with the hat on, but I don't think she had two heads in the old Arkham. I think it was an Arkham Asylum 5-pack or the GCPD Gotham City PD like jail cell sets.
Iron Spider. But yeah, hopefully the distribution's fixed. Hopefully the Clock King Wave goes up on the app. The Clock King Wave goes up on the app, available to order before this wave hits. Because that's my fear, is like this wave is going to start showing up in stores, and then I'm just screwed on the rest of the Clock King Wave, and unless somebody can hit up Targets for me and maybe find them. I don't know. Fingers crossed. But guys, that's it. Episode 91 in the books. We'll be back, hopefully, a full crew next week for episode 92.
Gone but not forgotten, Kenny.
Gone but not forgotten. We've got a calendar now made up for the rest of the year. We don't have a topic booked. We have some topics booked, some things, listed. If you're an MVP, you can suggest topics. You can suggest a topic and then come onto the show. I can post an updated calendar for the show's schedule in the MVP chat. If you're an MVP and you're not in the Instagram MVP chat and you want to be, just shoot me a DM. I'll add you on there. It's just a way for me to kind of spread like exclusive news or just links to the show, whatever. But yeah, that way it's just easier rather than sending several DMs. But I don't want to go through just adding people that might not want to be in there, because I'm very aware Instagram can get out of control with group chats. You don't want a million notifications. I don't want to clog up anybody's inbox. But if you want to be added, just let me know. And MVPs, hit me up, because now I can pencil you in on topics and appearances. If you're justified and you want to be, and you're not MVP tier and you want to, just hit me up too. And we've got an open schedule at this point. But that is it, guys. So, Alexi, where can the good people find you?
And we're doing it. You can find me on Instagram at Your Boys Got Toys. You can find me most Saturdays here on Just Justin Collects or Collecting Justified. You can find me on the Freers Day show over at Encountered Culture for the recap. Sometimes we do Freers Day. Sometimes we do some Monday, never on Wednesday. And if you want to check out something a little bit different, then I was on Motivational Mondays for the figure booth this past Monday. Prime to the First had a hole that needed to be filled, and I was happy to oblige. So there's plenty of Your Boys Got Toys across the internet. Not like that, but actually like that.
Prime, what do you want me to do with my pencil? I don't know. David, where can everybody find you?
I mean, I wish I was invited to fill some holes on the internet, but not. It seems to only be the Who crew, Justified recap crew that wants to spend time with me. But yeah, you can find me here every week that we're streaming on Collecting Justified. I'm on Instagram as David_Evan_Smith. Don't forget the underscores. And more frequently on the recap lately. I try to go on there if we're not going to stream here. But I try not to cross streams too much, and I don't want to step on Alexi's toes. So when he shows up, like, I tend to back off. But anytime that he falls down, I'm happy to take his place.
Step over his body. Right.
Yeah. And then every now and then on Legends and Liquor on Sundays that I'm not working on Dan Who's channel. So
nice.
3 ways
Never
to
heard
find
of him.
3 ways to find me at David, Evan, and Smith.
And all those links are in the description of every Justified live stream down below. If you're ever wondering, just click those. If you don't feel like typing on Instagram, right? Click those. No excuse. Follow everybody. Subscribe to Kenny, even though he's not here, right? Catch, Dan Who's Legends and Liquor. You see a lot of familiar faces have been on here. Who am I? Where can you find me? Right here. You're here. Hit subscribe if you're not.
Yeah, who are you?
What's wrong with you?
Do it now.
Guys, I don't know if I've said it on here. We're over 2K. I'm over 2K subscribers.
Woo!
Here now. So
I didn't know that.
It's great. It's great. Instagram, I'm almost at 1,300 followers. David, it did a huge jump. I've doubled my following over the past like 3 weeks.
Because you said you can live stream now.
Yeah. And it's not worth it, Instagram. Now I don't want to do it. See what you did, Instagram? Fuck you. I say on YouTube. But yeah. And John, Compulsive Collector, second copy is never coming though. He is on a slow rollout, right? David has him. And Kenny may have a package coming to him as well. I had to send Kenny something.
We're the favorites.
Well, I said it was going to be a slow rollout, David, right? I'm having to redo them like a 4th or 5th time. Okay.
QC issues. I got the bad QC batch. So
it's terrible.
Hold out for the better.
There we go.
Trophy. Where's your trophy, David? Exclusive clicks to go around.
My trophy is in my living room, like right near the TV.
Oh, I keep it close to my heart at all times.
You should, because you don't want to lose it in the move.
It's actually not packed. It's not packed because he wants to leave it here.
It's hefty. I use it as a defensive weapon.
There we go. All right, guys. This was fun. I needed this. I hate when we can't stream, but we'll be back next week. Thank you, everybody in the chat. Thank you, everybody on the replay. Thank you, guys. And Kenny, just be careful out there because there's bears. Okay, there's bears. Have a great night, everybody. Stay justified.
Saturday night and we're live at night. Yeah. Saturday night and we're live at night. It's Saturday night and we're live at 9. You know that means it's justified. Just Justin collects, making the connect. Kubo has 2 strings, don't disrespect. Andrew is a Jedi, but he's seeing the dark side. Down in the basement for the 28th time. Now there's David, Evan, and Smith. 3,000 action figures for the toy sluts and basic bitches. Your boys got toys to bring the noise. Love the imports, but McFarlane he avoids. And counterculture is in the space. Superman for days, like it's a race. Now that's justified. Now that's justified.